Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for attending this show. I'm sure you guys are aware of what's been going on over the past 20 something hours. Um, I decided to do this show because I've seen a lot of hate online. We all know of Kevin Samuels passing. And the things that I've seen online are just, you know, I don't know. I wasn't gonna do the show because it's baffling how many black women, and I'm saying black women because that's where most of this hate is coming from, black women. And even if you did not agree with this man, he could have said a lot of things that you didn't agree with or you didn't like his delivery. I still think that we should not mock the death. We shouldn't make fun of someone who died because we didn't like what they did. Mind you, these people don't know him personally. He never spoke to them personally. They're affected by what he said to someone else that has nothing to do with them. And they're celebrating his death, and the stuff they're saying that he did to women, they're doing to him. So this is the typical hypocritical behavior I've been telling people about, but I'm always called the liar on my end. But what's really sad is that people are saying I'm next. I've gotten death threats before. I get them all the time. Some of them are just, people that just want attention, whatever. But when you make it an effort to say one down and one to go, it it's shocking because I don't think I come off like I hate women in general. I think a lot of women don't like me because I'm a woman calling out women who are doing wrong. If anybody has followed me for years or know the way I do things, anytime I check someone, I never call them any kind of name because I already know I can be banned, right? I never come at them. If you look at the way women talk to me, I'm always called the bad names, right? And I never respond with that energy. So people that really truly know me and respect me know that I don't come off like that. But for some reason, people think that I am on the same level as him when it comes to the bluntness. I can be that, but I choose not to. There were some things that Kevin Samuels has said before that I didn't agree with, but I didn't say I hated the guy. I just said I didn't agree. But there were a lot of things that Kevin Samuels said that I did agree with. What we need to understand is that women called into this man's show, right? Before you get onto his show, he makes you sign something, right? Saying that you understand what you're doing, you can't sue him, you can't blah, 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 whatever it might be. So these women are fully aware of what they're getting into. They know who this man is. They get on his show, and then people start to act crazy when he tells them the truth. Hey, Kevin, give me a rating. You're a 2. Oh my gosh, he hates black women. No, he's being honest. That's his opinion. That's one man's opinion. So if all these black women are that triggered by this one man's opinion on someone else, you're proving his point. You guys are angry for no fucking reason. If he never said anything personally to your dumb ass, why are you celebrating his death? What did he do to you? You guys have been on my podcast where I had someone that told me they did not like me because they don't like what I post. It has nothing to do with them. I never did nothing to them personally. They just didn't like me. That's a lot of hate for someone you don't even fucking know. To me, I think it's sad because even if I didn't agree with this man, that is somebody's father, son, brother. Have a fucking heart. But these women are online celebrating. They think it's funny. When did we ever laugh at death? It ain't funny until it hits home, right? This was somebody's dad. And now his mother, who's of age, found out that her son died online. And she saw a lot of the hate online. What about his mother? You guys give a fuck about his mother, who's of age, who's gonna celebrate Mother's Day without her fucking son? Have a fucking heart. I think it's despicable. It is because this man died. He died, you guys. He was just getting started. And even if you didn't like him, he was doing interviews with the upper echelon. Nicki Minaj, Future, Charlemagne the God. This man was liked by a lot of people. He was. And there's a lot of celebrities that have come out and said, even if you didn't agree with what he said, there was a lot of what he said that hit home that was the fucking truth. See, I think a lot of people are conditioned to lie to people. Oh, yeah, girl, you look good in that dress, instead of saying you're fat. We have to start being honest with ourselves. Kevin Samuels gave you the ugly truth. He's not going to give you that. I'm sitting in the car with a skin tight shirt on saying, ladies, men love fat. They love stretch marks. They love when you can barely breathe going up a flight of stairs. Keep it going. That's what women like. They like to be coddled, sugar-coated. They love that. Kevin Samuels wasn't that dude. He was going to say, you're fat as fuck, go to the gym. Sometimes we need that. We need that bluntness to wake us up. There's a lot of women that have actually said online, it was his words that made me go to the gym. Sometimes we need that ugly truth. Because a lot of you women are used to people lying. Yeah, bitch, you look good. Knowing you look like a fucking vampire with that wig on. No one liked his bluntness. I respected his bluntness. Now, sometimes he might have said something where I was like, I wouldn't have said that. But I get some of the things that he did say. There were a lot of people that were touched by what he said to them. And whether you liked him or not, again, he's a human being at the end of the day. And people that were judging him, you're sinners yourself. So how the fuck can you point fingers at somebody when you sin every fucking day? For people to say to rest in hell, imagine being a mother and seeing that that's how people view your son. And he didn't do anything to them personally. My take is all these women who are saying, I'm unbothered. Who cares if he died? But you're making a post about it. You care. This man triggered a lot of these big Brendas. He triggered a lot of them. Let's keep it real. If this had been a woman who spews hate at black men and black men were celebrating, yeah, bitch is dead. Yeah. How many wigs you think these women would be in an uproar, right? But it's okay for us to make fun of a black man. Calling him gay. Oh, he was gay. He probably died with a dick in his mouth when he actually was in the presence of another woman. So now y'all spreading this false rhetoric that he's gay. Like, have a fucking heart. I think it's disgusting. Y'all ain't gotta like me. I'm fine with that. That's fine. But if you're wishing death on people, know that karma does come back around. So watch your words. I think that what these women are doing online, it shows you why Kevin Samuels went hard like he did. Every woman that made a bad tweet about him proved his fucking point. You guys are loud, bitter, angry, toxic, masculine. You're everything he said you are. Even there were some women that said, "Oh, I didn't want him to die. I just wanted him to be silenced." So what did you mean by that? These women are that angry at the truth. Majority of the women that called him names, single mothers, big Brendas. That's all it was. You even had some verified pages saying he deserved to die. So at the end of the day, the man didn't deserve to die. I feel bad that he died. He had a family, right? And the headlines that some of these pages were putting, wife's divorce, Kevin Samuels, just hating for no reason. He didn't hide that he was divorced. And now we're starting to learn that I even heard that he had cancer. So there's a lot of things that we don't know. But at the end of the day, he kept it real with people and they just didn't like the truth. That's all. And I'm the same way. I'm not going to sugarcoat and tell you that it's okay to hate man and to judge man and say your baby daddy ain't shit. I'm not going to be that person that says I agree. I'm going to be the person that says, why'd you sleep with him? Why'd you have more than one kid with him? That's me. He gave people the ugly truth. You're fat. You can barely breathe. How much do you weigh? Damn. Football player status. That's true. You can't be 4'11 and 250 pounds. And you're single for that reason. Because you're 4'11 and you're over 250 pounds. Men don't like that shit. So if you want a man to coddle you, you're going to be single forever. Because a real man's going to be real with you. We're not going to give you a pretty lie and say, oh, you look good. We're going to give you the ugly truth. This man was blunt. That's all. To the people that are tweeting about him dying and thinking it's funny, those are the people that struck a nerve, that he struck a nerve with. The shoe fit them tightly. It fit. I think that what we need to be doing is realizing that these women, they don't care about our men. They don't. You do one thing wrong, and they want you dead. Just look at these women. A lot of these women were mothers, right? Somebody said that God gave his mother a gift by making sure her son would stop speaking. Somebody actually said that on Twitter, you guys. That's a lot of hate, y'all. I've never seen this much hate. One person. One person. He didn't do nothing to you personally. So, in my opinion, I think a lot of these women do need counseling. And this is why black men don't fuck with black women. because this is how they treat you. You do one thing wrong, and they will drag you, even if you're dead. This is how our black women are. Black women. This is what we do. And then you wonder why they date outside their race. You wonder why Kevin Samuels was with a woman that was a Hawaiian descent. He wasn't with no black woman. So at the end of the day, it's like you're proving his point. You're evil for no reason at all. Evil. I just can't believe you guys. And it's sad because when you tell people, okay, come on the show, tell me how much you hate him. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, so you're just a keyboard thug. That's what you are. You create these pages to talk about a dead man, but you don't want to speak your truth, right? Because you're scared. A lot of y'all women hide. It's easy to post in a private group, but your ass won't come on this public forum and tell me how you feel, right? So that just tells me about yourself. You're scared. You got so much to say. And then another thing, all these women that were tweeting about him, they didn't have shit to say when he was alive. How many of them volunteered to go on the show? None of them. They knew already what it was going to be about. How old are you? 35? How many kids you got? 3? How many baby daddies? 2? They don't want to hear the truth. Being over 35, you are leftovers. I agree. A lot of you women are leftovers. A lot of you women are in middle 30s, all these kids, all these pookies, and you think a man's going to just get on one knee and say, I love you. No, that's somebody else's kids. I agree with some of the things that he does say. If you're 35 and single, I start to question, are you the problem? How come you don't have a guy if you're this good woman and you got this good cat? Oh, I got this wop. Okay, if you got this wop, why are you single? Because if you got good, a man ain't gonna leave that. He's gonna tell you the truth. You crazy. You're probably toxic. You probably got an attitude problem. You want to be the head of household. Tell the man the truth. That's what Kevin Samuels did, you guys. Like I said, there were things that he said. I even heard that he said, I think the way the woman put it was he said that don't believe your child if they tell you that they were sexually assaulted or something like that. I think that's the biggest thing that people are saying that he did say. I haven't found the video, but if he did say that, send it to me. I look at it from both angles. You got some kids that are fucking evil. Y'all think that because a child is a child that they're innocent? You got kids that actually kill at 12 and 13. They're out here in Chicago doing it right now. I just posted a video on my Instagram showing you guys 7, 8, and 9-year olds carrying AK-40 fucking 7s. So don't tell me that kids don't fucking lie, and don't tell me that kids are not evil. You got some evil motherfuckers out here. 11-year-old robbing an old woman with a gun. 11 years old. Do you think they give a fuck that he's 11? They're gonna treat that black kid like an adult. You got a lot of kids out here that also lie. They may not like their stepdad. They may not like the man that their mother's bringing around. And they see on TV, it's okay to lie. It's okay to lie about something. Kids do lie. When I worked for the state, we did have kids that lied. They did lie. It happened. Either the parent told them to lie, or they saw it on TV. Kids lie. So I kind of get what Kevin Samuels is saying. When a kid is telling you that, you got to investigate thoroughly because you don't want to throw away somebody's life because your kid lied. Kids do fucking lie. That's why they do investigations. So I kind of agree with that. If that's what he meant by that. Because kids do lie. Y'all think these kids are innocent. Well, tell me why an 8-year-old has an AK-47 in his fucking skinny jeans. 8 years old. These kids are evil. Tell me why an 11-year-old black boy hit an old woman upside the head with a 9mm and took her purse. 11. You think the courts are going to give a fuck about him being 11? No. They're not. Oh, he's a kid. He's innocent. Some of you guys got to understand that always just judge them and think that you can't always think that when someone says something that that's what they mean. If you don't know what they mean, ask them to elaborate. But you can't judge people, guys. You can't. We can't judge Kevin Samuels because we're not God. A lot of y'all sin every fucking day, but you have the nerve to point fingers at somebody who's dead. They can't speak no more. And that's what a lot of black women do. They wait until you're dead to tell you how they feel. Gayle King did it to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was alive and well before that crash. She had many opportunities to sit with this man and ask him about what happened 20 years ago. But did the bitch do it? No, she did not. She waited for him to die to bring Lisa Leslie on to make her say, yeah, he's a rapist. That's what black women do. That's what they do. Women were just like, oh, yeah, we praise you, Gayle King. And then when Snoop called her a bitch, y'all want to attack Snoop. Y'all didn't attack Gayle for talking about someone who did something 20 years ago, who fucked a white woman. She tried to claim sexual assault. She had 3 different types of semen in her panties that were 24 hours old. So don't tell me that women don't do this shit. Any woman that supports someone dying, you're just as vile. You're disgusting. You're scum. So don't get mad when people call you out on your shit, because nobody cares if you're a mother when you're talking about someone dying. They will insult you, your kids, your family. That's what they do. We don't know who he was affiliated with, but I would watch my words, what you say about people, because you don't know. Life is very short. It doesn't give you a right to judge someone when they die. If you didn't have nothing to say about them when they were alive, shut the fuck up if they die. Now it just tells me how much of a coward you are. A lot of these women have so much to say about me, but none of them can post it publicly. Why? Y'all got all this, this toughness in you, this masculinity in you. Come on, ladies. Tell me how you feel. But don't cover shit up. You already know. You already know. I'm not a bad woman. I'm not bad at all. I actually do care about black women. But I'm not going to sit here and tell black women to keep talking crazy about black men. I'm not going to do that, because I can't. We came from a black woman and man. Don't forget that. It took 2 to make us. So these same women that are down in them, they're mad at their baby daddies. That's why they're mad at Kevin Samuels. They're really mad at the baby daddies, but they're using Kevin as a scapegoat. He's the one they can point the finger at because they're so angry at the pookie they laid with, right? That's what women tend to do. Instead of them acknowledging that they slept with these pookies and produced these bastard kids, they wait for someone like Kevin Samuels to die to say you deserved it. Okay, he's gone now. What you gonna do now? You're still gonna be single. You're still gonna have a bunch of cats, bitter, toxic, masculine. I mean, what you gonna do now? You think your life is gonna change that he died? I mean, guys. I mean, honestly, I don't really care what people say about me, but when you talk about death, I have a problem with that. And all I ask is that if people are spreading this shit about me, don't tell me something and not give me all the information, because you know what I do for a living. You know I will find out, but don't send me a piece of it and then say, "Oh, I can't show you this because I worked hard to go into this group and they trust me." And well, then don't send me anything. I don't need to see it. If it was posted privately, I don't give a fuck. They're scared of me. A lot of these women are terrified of me, and I didn't even do nothing to them yet. I don't just go looking for people's information for the hell of it. You have to threaten me. And for someone to say one to go, that's a threat to me. So instead of kicking someone out of a group, I need more. I need more. Because at the end of the day, I don't wish death on no woman that I check online. I don't call women bitches online. I don't call women fat online. I don't. But I'm not gonna tell a woman that she's right by talking negative about a man. If I got the facts. If you guys look at the way I do things, I'm not a bad person the way I move. I'm not a bad person. I actually counsel a lot of women. I do. But I guess because it's not online, it didn't happen, right? I do a lot of stuff outside of this. And that's why when a lot of people have come out and said, well, Kevin Samuels helped my marriage, a lot of y'all didn't even know what he was doing outside of the shows you see, right? Some of that is them saying, I want to go on the show. They know people are going to drag them. They know people are going to make fun of them. And they accept that when they sign that disclosure, you guys. Kevin Samuels did everything by the book. These women just didn't come from the heavens. They accepted that they were going to probably be clowned on the show. There was going to probably be a 2 on this show. They knew that, guys. They knew it. So why are we mad about what he said to these women when they knew it was coming? You can't be mad if he didn't say it to you. Why are you tripping? That's all I got to say about that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I might not have agreed with everything he said, but I agree with a lot of it. I like the way he was honest. I would never want someone to tell me that I'm beautiful at 300 pounds, because my clock is ticking. And a lot of women who are saying he died of a heart attack because he was out of shape, you don't know. People get heart attacks from stress. You can be in the tip top shape of your life, be at the gym, and have a heart attack for going too hard. Some of y'all don't even fucking know how health works because y'all just guess and make up shit. right? People have heart attacks every day that are in good tip-top shape. He could have had an underlying condition. We don't know, but why are we assuming? It was a heart attack from eating bad. He wasn't fat. He didn't look fat to us. You got skinny people who are bad on the inside. Their insides are all messed up. You know, if you're over 300 pounds, there's no way you have a clean bill of health. So stop telling yourself that. I ain't never met someone that was 300 pounds that didn't have no health problems. That's a lie. It's impossible. You're obese. So if you don't want no one calling you obese, don't ask for their opinion. That's what he did. He told them, you're fat, you're big, go to the gym. He's trying to save your life. You want him to say you're beautiful? Keep gaining weight? I love a woman with 3 chins. It looks good. He's not going to say that. Wouldn't you want a man to tell you the truth? You're right. A lot of these women would rather a man tell them a lie. Y'all still lay on these tables and get all this surgery because you're scared of the truth. The truth is you're lazy. You don't want to work out. So you lay on the table and get the BBL. Then you go online and insult people that are big. Your ass didn't even do it the right way. You ain't tricking nobody but yourself. At the end of the day, this man doesn't deserve the hate he's getting. And if he was my dad and people were saying this shit, oh, I would have a field day doxing people all day long. Some people were saying things like, if he had a son, I hope he goes too. Like, what? What? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing. I've never seen people celebrate death like that. And the sad part is these white people, they laughing at us. They're laughing at us. Look at these niggas. Laughing at a black man that died. Wow, their race is so crazy. They're laughing at us. You think they care? We're over here showing them why people don't fuck with us. We can't even act civil when someone fucking dies. It's a joke to us, right? It's pathetic. A lot of you women, you know you need to do better. If you're gonna talk about me, say it to my face. Say it to my face. I was a little shaken up by that because I don't like that private shit. Tell me in public how you feel. You see why they don't go public? They already know what I would do. So they make all these dumb groups. They make them private, and you never know who's supporting me. So all these people that are running these hate groups, you never know who's in there that supports me, and they don't follow me. I got some people that are in these groups that don't follow me for that reason because they know you're gonna go to who's their friends. Is she affiliated with Daphne? Oh, we're not stupid, but you never know who's affiliated with me. So I would say be careful in these groups because that person that did say that about me, yeah, I got her information. I know who she is, but I know she's not going to come on this panel. But I am going to handle the threat expeditiously because I don't play that shit. You're not going to say a threat to me and then try to hide. You know what I can do. And you said it not knowing that someone would get it to me. Well, they did. They might not have given me the group, but I'm thankful they gave me her Facebook link. That's good enough for me, guys. People keep telling me, oh, show her name. Y'all really want me to get my shit shut down for good. That's what y'all want. Because y'all see them reporting me for shit that's covered, right? I show a name and I'm shut down for good. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that to appease y'all. Because some people are trying to do that psychology shit. You want me to do it so I can lose my shit? That's not going to happen. I will handle her like I handle her. And when she's handled, I will make her an example after the issue is closed. But these women need to know that when you make threats online, it is a crime. It is. Y'all got to do better. I'm very disappointed. I am. Anybody that wants to talk, I would love for anyone to come on and tell me how you guys feel. Like I said, because this has been going on for the past 20 hours that I've been seeing all this stuff online, and it's not getting better. It isn't. I'm seeing. I mean, it actually tripped me up a little bit because he's a human being, right? We got to look at him like he's one of our brothers. That's how we got to look at him. And even if y'all see all these clips of him telling women this bad stuff, there's a lot of clips of him telling people some good stuff too, but they don't want to share that. They want you to see the bad stuff so you can say he is evil. He did deserve to die. At the end of the day, I'm hearing he was 57. A lot of black men don't even make it to be 50. So him being 57 is still young, but it's not hella young like a lot of these celebrities who have gone at 49 and 50. Until we find out the true reason why he died, you gotta respect his family. You know that they see this stuff online, right? His mother saw some of this hate online. Imagine her on Sunday going through Mother's Day and your baby you have to plan to lay him to rest. That was her child, you guys. If your mothers out there, I thought they would have some kind of like heart and say, you know what? I might not have liked this man, but I'm praying for his family. You could have kept it like that.
How you doing, Daph?
I'm good. I'm good. What you got to say?
Yeah. First of all, the chat was trying to tell you that your mic kept cutting out. Just so you know.
Is it cutting out right
Um,
now? Hold on one second. Hold
it's
on, guys.
better.
Can you guys hear me now? Are we good?
It still sound like it was going in and out
What about right
a
now?
little bit.
Anybody's...
Nah, it's still acting funny.
All right, hold on. Let me take my headphones out. I'm sitting this microphone.
All right,
Okay, what about now?
that's better, much
Guys
better.
hear me? Okay, sorry about guys. I'm sorry about that. My headphones are tripping. No more mic emojis, guys. I get it. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. I agree with you. I didn't agree on everything that he said, but me and my pops, we kept up with Kevin Samuels a lot. You know, every time I went over his house, we talked. I was like, Dad, you saw what Kevin Samuels posted? He was like, Yeah, that's crazy. And we'd be talking about that for like 5 hours. So like, yeah. I it was hard for me to sleep because I couldn't believe it. I found that out at work yesterday. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna pretty much reciprocate the same message that O'Shea did. He just uploaded about 20 minutes ago, and basically same thing. Don't put your energy into what everybody on Twitter and on Facebook are saying about him, because keep that same energy that Kevin would have kept. He don't give a damn because he kept grinding and he kept speaking his truth, and he kept it a stack. He was blunt, he was aggressive, and sometimes I would go as far to say that he was an asshole with it. And it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels made his message crystal clear, and he has the receipt. We have the receipts to back up everything that he has done. A lot of people have gotten married. A lot of women have changed their way of thinking and have seen things from a man's point of view, and look at them now. They're married, happily married, probably got kids now. It people's lives are so much better, and he has helped people change their lives. He's helped change my life. Listening to how he got on that one guy's ass, the Uber driver, and he was going ham on him harder than he went on most women on his show. I thought he was talking to me. I started hitting the gym right after I watched that. It was crazy. I'm like, ain't no way. I got to change the way I got to change the way I look at things, and I got to better myself personally before I talk about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a bittersweet moment that he died, but his message will live on. It's the same thing that MTR was saying. I'm in his Discord. He said the exact same thing. We gotta push his message on. We gotta keep it moving, and we have to understand that Kevin Samuels ultimately was necessary, and he needed to say what he had to say, and we need to keep that message going. So yeah, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, the Godfather, and I agree with everything that you have said, Daphne, so far.
Thank you. Thank you. Can everybody hear me now though? I'm good right now, right guys? Because I made sure that mic was disconnected. Can can everybody hear me good?
You good?
I'm good? Okay. Okay. Who do we have next that wants to speak?
I don't know.
Don't all speak at once. Come on, you guys.
All right, I'll go
Esteban,
up.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, on some real, just crazy, like all the hate being thrown at his name, and it's funny because the dead, they don't know nothing. They're at rest. They're at peace. I mean, they're not suffering anymore. But the audacity for all those hateful, tweets being thrown at his family and at him after he's dead, and especially amongst us black people, women. Like you said earlier, imagine the white people looking at us just laughing. Like it's despicable. It's crazy. It's sad as fuck. But life goes on. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree. You guys, I mean, sorry if you guys couldn't hear me before. I had my headphones in, and I guess those Apple AirPods, they don't do what they supposed to do. So I'm gonna have to go back and take those back. But anyways, guys, it's sad. It's sad how our women are acting and celebrating at the fact that someone died. And I was hoping that it was a lie, to be honest, because you know how many people be spreading that shit that they don't like somebody. Oh, he died. They did it to Bill Cosby. They even did it to Betty White before she officially died. And you hear these things and you don't believe them. TMZ didn't post anything. The Shade Room didn't post anything. So we didn't believe it, right? And then today you get all these confirmations that, yeah, he's gone. So it's sad that even before we officially knew, people were dancing and celebrating. I saw TikTok videos of people doing the snake that he was dead and saying, "This is him. This is me stomping on his grave." And it's like all that energy that y'all have, and you can't figure out why you still single. But you can do all this to someone that's dead, can speak for themselves. But when you ask them, "Why you single? Why you ain't got a man? Why your bills always past due?" They ain't got no clue. So that's what bothers me about a lot of these women. BSP, go ahead, you're on. BSP, can you talk? Okay, we're skipping him. Pebbles, you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hold on. Pebbles goes next now. BSP, you lost it. I'll come back to you. Go ahead, Pebbles.
I liked Kevin Samuels. I didn't think that he was a terrible person. There's some things I didn't agree with that he said, but there's not going to be everything that everybody agrees with all of the time. I really felt like a lot of people were trying to blame his death, like on things that he said, like he put those seeds out there. And I was like, well, you guys are putting those seeds out there. So if everything comes up in the harvest, then what's going to happen to you at the end of the day? Celebrating and talk about him being dead and dancing and ain't God good. I just felt like it was just very uncouth. I didn't like it.
I agree. I agree. And I remember I saw that. Somebody said, "Won't he do it?" I was like, "What?" So they even brought God into it. They said that God did this to make the world a better place. Like, this is one man, you guys. One man had all these women that mad. But yet he sat with a lot of celebrities who saw what he was trying to do. And you know what? Sometimes people have to be blunt to draw people in so they can help them. Because positivity these days, it doesn't get looked at. It's the negative. Hold on, somebody's mic isn't muted. Can you please make sure your mics are muted, guys? So nowadays, you have to be negative to draw people in, and then when you draw them in, you can start helping people. But it's usually the negative stuff that people feed on. They don't want no one to come out and say, "I'm going to give you all the tools to be successful and to love each other." People don't follow that. But if you come out and say, "Yeah, you're a two," everyone's going to follow that. Now, I wanted to say this too before BSP, before you talk. A lot of people were saying that he didn't like dark skinned women. Okay. That I did not believe, because I can recall him actually saying that he would prefer Kelly Rowland over Beyonce. Okay. So to me, that would tell me that this man had no problem with black women that were darker. He chose Kelly Rowland over Beyonce, who's light, right? So that rhetoric about, oh, he don't like black women. No, he didn't like women that were obese. He didn't like overweight women that are masculine. And you're going to sit down and I'm going to be the man in this relationship. He didn't like that. And it's okay to have preferences. You have women right now with YouTubes that all they do is belittle black men. Black men are scum. Oh, abort those ugly black babies. You have that right now, and they're still up spewing that hate every single day. And y'all don't say nothing about those women who attack black men all day, right? And what they're doing is the negative shit that I think that needs to be trending. That woman needs to be taken down. But no, you guys will pinpoint Kevin and say, "Well, I don't like when he gave that woman a two." Well, he's an image consultant. So if you're big and you have a whole bunch of fat hanging out your chin, he ain't going to tell you you're a 10. So again, any woman that went onto his show knew what they were getting into. It wasn't a surprise. And at the same time, let's not act like some of those women didn't get some extra followers or extra clout. Because there was a reason why some of these strippers, "Oh, I want a man that does everything while I sit at home." They knew that was going to get attention for them. They didn't really mean that. They only did it to get some extra followers, you guys. So they had something that they wanted out of the deal too. A lot of those women that went on to Kevin Samuel's show, they got a return in their investment. They got more likes, more attention. Now it's being shared on all the blogs. So let's not act like they didn't get anything out of the deal. Okay? Because at the end of the day, he was blunt. He was the grandma that we didn't want to hear from because we knew she would always be real. You remember when your grandma said, "You gonna wear that at the house? Go back upstairs and change. You look like a damn fool." That type of person. We weren't just gonna sit there and say, "Well, yeah, you look good." You want the truth, right? The truth is, he changed a lot of lives. He made a lot of people go to the gym. He made a lot of people do some changes in how they treat their men. So if you were affected by him in a bad way, that's something that you need to fix. Kevin didn't do that. The Pookies did that. And now you're using Kevin as a scapegoat. Women don't hate me. They don't hate me because they don't know me. They just hate the fact that I'm a woman calling them out on their shit. They want me to be the women that's on YouTube right now saying that men ain't shit. We don't need men. Men are scum, especially black men. They're always broke. I'm not going to be that woman because it's not true. Just because you slept with that man, I'm not going to follow suit. I'm not going to sit here and spew hate at men. We need our men. We need them. See, but if you want a man to be in your life, you got to be okay with letting him lead. You can't be the man too. If you want to be the man too, then stay there with your cats and your little soap operas you watch, your TV dinners. Have a good life. Okay, BSP, go ahead, hon.
Yeah, so first of all, I did not realize people can be so much downright evil. I mean, you can love him or you hate him, that's fine, but rejoicing someone's death is appalling. And I came across something happened to me today. I came across a video, a live chat without I didn't know that they were shaming him or celebrating his death. I thought it was some kind of a mourning or a celebration of his life or his achievement. The moment I joined the chat, I realized what the hell was going on, and all the things that they were saying about this man, it was simply appalling. I'm like, have you lost your mind? Dude? Someone died, and you're celebrating this, and these these are women, of course. I mean, they yeeted me out from the chat for because I criticized their celebration, right? They were downright shaming him even after his death and all that. I'm like, are you crazy or what? And I did not say that out. I was very, very respectful to them. I was voicing my opinion. And the moment I voiced my opinion, oh, the level of shame that I had to face. They looked at my profile pic and they called me a pale skin ape. Can you believe that? I
Well,
mean,
I do. I believe it because if you support someone, like everybody wanted us to be mad with them. They wanted us to join the hate train where we don't like Kevin Samuels. I was on Twitter last night and I joined a podcast. I mean, I'm sorry. They call it the space on Twitter. I actually recorded it and it had about 110 people in that space. And they were all, the man started the space and he said, anyone that disagreed with him that Kevin Samuels was a piece of shit, he was going to mute their mic. And that's what he did the whole time. He didn't let you speak. And this was a man that said that he deserved to die because all he did was down our black women. If that's how a man
I mean,
feels, then he really didn't listen to Kevin Samuels. Does
you
that
gotta
make
I
let
sense?
me
mean,
go
he,
after you. that
he
that's go ahead. It's
I mean, I
crazy.
was
oh,
I
okay.
was told that when Kevin Samuels first started out, he was holding men accountable. It was about men. He was coming at the men, but no one said anything because they didn't care. The moment he started bringing women on and telling women what they didn't want to hear, that's when he started getting his praise. And that's why I said, before COVID, nobody was talking about Kevin Samuels. Before COVID, he was just on YouTube. Nobody, he started his IG, I believe, like in 2018. So when people were comparing me to him, it wasn't that I was saying I don't like him, don't compare me to him. I was just saying I was always going viral in 2016, 17, before you guys really knew who he was. He was just the YouTube guy. So again, at the same time, he started somewhere and now he got to the point where he was sitting with Nicki Minaj and all these celebrities because they know that there's some truth to what he's saying. We have to be honest with ourselves. Women don't like the truth. Well, I'm not going to say women like all of us because I can deal with the truth. But a lot of women do not like the truth. And when you tell them the truth, it's now considered hate speech. It's hate
Right.
speech, it's attacking, it's bullying. You cannot be honest with someone. You have to lie to
The same
people.
tactic.
Right. So when people say like they don't like Kevin Samuels, he's twice divorced. So is Steve Harvey. But you guys praise him every fucking day. I go on Steve Harvey's page, and if he says, "Women, you are so beautiful. You are worth
He's
it." Hold on.
he's actually 3 times divorced.
Wait, hold on. Somebody needs to mute their phone, please. Or I'm gonna have to kick you out. What I'm trying to say to you guys is Steve Harvey is also twice divorced, right? He's married for the third time. And he gives women all this advice because it's suiting to them. He won't tell a woman you need to lose weight. He won't tell a woman nothing bad. But women won't bring up that this man was also married twice and it failed. They won't say anything about Steve Harvey, but they will attack Kevin Samuels. Two different deliveries. Steve Harvey would kiss ass. Let's not forget that his third marriage was with a woman that he cheated on his wife with. Let's not forget that whole family is fucked up and screwed up, but no one likes the truth. The minute Steve Harvey starts saying women get on a treadmill, you guys are going to treat him like you treat Kevin. There'll be no difference. They're both twice divorced, right? So because Steve Harvey's married a third time, he has one up over Kevin. No, he does not in my book, because the way he did his wife was scum. But no one dragged Steve, right? Y'all praise him every fucking day. Y'all still praise Derek Jackson, who cheated on his wife, who was slightly overweight, with two women who were in great shape that looked good. And now y'all still buying his books and y'all still following y'all master. So again, the only way men can get acceptance from women is if they coddle them. Oh, I love a big woman. I love a woman that can barely breathe when she gets out of bed. I love it. Some men are not going to do that. Ladies, if you want a man that's going to be honest, you're going to get that honesty. And sometimes it's going to hurt. The truth is not supposed to be a great thing if you don't like it. It's going to be ugly. You're fat, lose weight. But you can't say that to people now because they're so used to being coddled. And I wouldn't want to be around people that love to be coddled like that. I want to be around someone that's going to say, look, that wig, you looking like Oprah. Okay, let me go change my hair. I want the truth. But see, women that I associate with, they're cool with that. But these women that don't like me online or don't like Kevin Samuels, they don't like the truth. There was women that were calling him ugly. I go to their page and they look like Harambe. So how you gonna call this man ugly? And you you should be in the zoo. You have no room to call him anything. Or he's gay and flamboyant. We got to stop doing that, ladies. Just because a man is not interested in you doesn't mean that he's gay. Just because he dresses nice, cleans up well, might cross his legs every now and then, that don't make him gay. Y'all praise Prince all day, who wore heels and makeup, right? Oh, if I saw Prince, I'd give him some. But you got these men that can't dress like they want and express themselves. They got to be gay. And y'all know that they ain't gay. They take pride in what they look like. They call them pretty boys back in the day. They take care of their hairs are all in place and their suits are nice and they just crisp. They dapper. Y'all not used to that. Y'all want them thugs that hang the pants off where you can see their drawers, the skid marks showing. That's what y'all like. Y'all like them thugs, right? Y'all want to, and that's gay. Y'all want to talk about gay? You'll date, you'll fuck a pookie and have a baby by him who sagged this shit, which means you're available, but you're clowning this man who has a suit on, looking clean. Make it make sense, ladies. Go ahead, Marquez.
Sad day today. Um, Nothing else that It's funny,
Right.
celebrity, because I was. It's funny how you speak truth. People can't. I was in a panel last night, and I was getting
Uh-huh.
attacked.
Seriously? Like,
What happened?
I don't know what happened, but it was something happening.
You just said attack and you went silent. So you said that you've gotten
Can you
attacked.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm waiting for you to finish.
Hold on, I'm
Go
about
ahead,
to
go
come.
ahead.
Okay, leave and come back.
Okay, like,
Okay, is it pronounced Lorson? Did I say it right?
yes, yes.
Thank God. Okay, go ahead, Lorson.
So I didn't know he died, but I looked it up on YouTube and I I I don't know how he died from probably something else, but
Heart
it's
attack.
it's hard to say. You're right, but
It's a heart attack, actually.
oh, did he?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said it was a
really?
heart attack,
Because I just
cardiac
gotta get
arrest.
in here and know what you're about to say, guys, because I don't
Oh
want to drag this
shit.
time. Come on, Lorson, and you just speak up, hon.
Okay, so I'm still watching the stream, but um, he was probably a great guy. You know what I mean? Because he's probably a great guy.
Lorson, are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm about to say, man, because you dragging this out like you like you're spacing out your words, and we all waiting for you to tell us how you feel. That's
I
all.
feel like for me, for him, he was probably like a great guy. You know what I mean?
Was that it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
good.
think I think
I'm over trying not to breathe, hoping I don't miss nothing. Okay, Lorson.
I think you're traumatized by the attacking. But you are not alone, brother. I also got attacked in the chat.
Oh no, BSP. He ain't traumatized. I just think maybe this is his first time getting on here. But Laura said, thank you. If this is your first time getting on here, I respect you. But I have people in the chat that just, they're like, what is he gonna say next? Come on now. But no, when you say he was probably a great guy, I think he was a great guy. I just think that he was a great guy that didn't
Right.
sugarcoat anything. I think he lived a life where he wasn't gonna tell anyone a lie. To make them feel
Right.
better. He was going to tell them the truth. If like my sister, if she was to call me and say, look, I'm not going to say, oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to say the shit is ugly. Fix it. Because that's going to
Right.
make someone better. I wouldn't want a person to lie to me. So again, like I said, I'm not saying everything he said was perfect. There were some times where I'm like, man, he really said that to her. And I was like, damn. But then I saw a lot of videos where he actually did change some lives. People were like, man, my marriage is fixed. She's not acting like DMX now with that aggressive voice, that dog in her. She's starting to soften up. Sometimes you have to
Right.
hear that
Right.
because women,
I agree.
we don't like to accept it from our spouse when they tell us you're too masculine, you're acting too hard. But when someone that doesn't know you tells you your energy is masculine, you got to start to believe that maybe somebody's telling the truth. And that's what he did. But he did it in a way where it wasn't going to make you feel good. It was going to make you mad first because you're like, damn, someone's actually telling me what no one's told me in 20 years. And if you really want a man to love you, you have to fix yourself first. You can't go on and think that men are going to want to be with you because you have a nice body. It's deeper than that. So a
You're
lot of
right.
these women thought their looks would get them by. And it might have been cute. He might have gave him a 6 or a 7, but he might have said your attitude is a 0. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
like a lot of these women didn't like the truth. So, and I think that he did a great job with exposing those women. Marquez, are you back now, hun? Can you talk?
Yeah, I think I had a mic issues. It's kind of
It's okay.
storming over here
Someone said you
where
had
I'm
the
at.
F5. It's okay.
Um, oh, but no, I wanted to say that this is it's a sad day, and it's just showing us that these women truly don't love black men. Like if it wasn't the perfect time to listen to what Kevin said and just walk away, fellas, I think it's about time to walk away because they don't value us and they don't respect us and they don't care for us. And it's sad because they'll care for the white guy better than they care for their own kind of dude that's a part of their race. It's a messed up situation.
It is. Yes, I do
And
agree
it's
with that.
just
Yeah,
it's
what's up?
like
Can you hear
no,
me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
And it's just like nobody should have to, you should never say that you're happy about somebody being dead. That's just a low vibrational human being in general. I ain't never seen ever somebody say that by a wish on death. God forbid, if Cynthia G had the same problem and none of the black men said anything about Cynthia G and was clowning Cynthia G, we would say, oh, they're just misogynists all along. So we can't win for winning. It's like a
Right.
double-edged sword.
I,
It's like
I
you
got
want us there to protect you, but then you want to sit there and kick us while we down. You can't have both.
I got one better. Bell Hooks passed a few months ago, and only person that did a video. I don't know if you are. You all familiar with who Bell Hooks is?
No, I'm
Uh-uh.
not.
Yes.
Okay, so if I could tell you, but Bell Hooks, she's not like somebody like an Instagram famous person. She's pretty much one of the one of the main engineers of the idea of intersectionality and a lot of stuff. She's when you look at who pretty much architect a lot of this, a lot of the programming that's in a lot of these women's head as far as where they pull it from. She's one of the main architects of this. So I don't want to put her at the level of Dr. Frances Quest Welsing as far as, but
Hmm.
she's up there as far as written books, academia, stuff like that. It's kind of like one of those things where a lot Tariq Nasheed, when he did his Hidden Colors, he introduced a lot of people to a new generation. So a lot of people know certain
Hmm.
people because he did that, and that kind of refreshed stuff. Because that's the contribution he gave. Bell Hooks would have been one of these people. They could have easily been on these, and pretty much only maybe a couple of 3 or 4 people would have been higher than her. She's not. I'm not a fan of her, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But when she died, only like Professor Black Truth did a video about her, and he pretty much laid it out, laid what the history was. It was a 15-minute
Hmm.
video, and he pretty much said, and it was titled like one of the original architects of the gender war, and it was what it was. Nobody else really did a video like that. I would challenge when you look at any white person, like this is what I would ask somebody just to give them a little bit of a levity. If somebody were to say, I'm happy somebody dead, I would be like, okay, cool. When's the last time if you've been happy somebody died?
Hmm.
And then I'm a wait to see what they say, because clearly that's not something that they usually doing. So they're gonna have to try to find the lie, find the thought. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, I know. Oh, so this dude is unique. Of all the stuff that's gone on, the chat with a lot of stuff. It's this one dude for what, and so that's the one thing I'll say. As far as all these women don't love us. Here's the thing. One thing that most black men, at least millennials, I can't speak for the Z's, is a black woman gets a case by case basis.
Hmm.
This idea that black men just blanket black women and say they all bad is BS. Now, I will say this: they have a low tolerance for if soon as if you start showing the BS, then yeah, you get put in the BS category. And depending on like who you are and how you know how to evaluate people, or
Hmm.
how the reaction you sometimes provoking people like myself.
Right.
I provoke people cussing me out, so I usually give them one good time and call that maybe a misunderstanding. But if you show a pattern of behavior, then it is what it is.
Hmm.
And so I'm not here to what you're starting to see with black men is a lot of black men are starting to evaluate women differently. So a lot of women are coming in bad faith. A lot of women that they're used to just getting away with stuff because they can dangle the vaginal carrot. Dudes are asking questions, and a lot of women hate Kevin for that. And here's the crazy part: the Root did an article because you ask me how I feel. It really ain't completely sunk in yet. I'm gonna say it like that. I've
Hey,
been on
Edward.
panels with Kevin, so
Hey,
go ahead.
Edward, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say that you guys, the calling me anything other than my name, it's not funny. This podcast wasn't supposed to be like a comedic show. It's not supposed to. So if you don't know how to pronounce celebrity, don't post shit in my chat. Cause y'all over here playing games, these little fake pages. Stop fucking with me, cause I'm not in the mood today. It ain't funny. It's celebrity. If you can't read or write correctly, let me know that shit and I'll boot you. But the next person that makes a joke out of my name that I use on here, you're out of here. Cause the shit ain't funny. It's immature. Y'all over here acting like little bitches. Stop playing with me because I'm not in the mood today. And I'm sorry to be blunt like this, but come on, you guys. It ain't funny. The shit is not funny at all. You look stupid as fuck right now. So stop. That's your warning. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me. Go ahead, Edward. I'm
And you
sorry.
and you know I'm gonna segue that into something.
Right.
If
I
I
do
can
agree.
say one thing that Kevin did as far as his legacy would be a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
But if I can segue one thing, Kevin a lot of black, for some reason, this man provoked black people into showing who they really are. And I'm talking about black. Let's take the women out of it for a second. You know, with a lot of dudes, there's a lot of dudes out here that they did not 48 hours ago publicly apologize to their fan base. I'm not gonna start putting names out here. I ain't gonna do that. I mean, there's a dude who's about to go live right now. I'm curious to see what he gonna say, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But publicly went at this dude, and now that he passed, folks want to act brand new. And it's like when you look at the reasons people were mad at him, a lot of that stuff was real petty. It really was. It like the stuff that people would bring up with him. So Kevin was like a mirror, and I gotta tell you, in the black manosphere, that mirror cracked when he showed the reflection. And black women, that mirror cracked because people can say what they want to say. Nobody forced them to call that show. Nobody forced to say certain stuff. Kevin didn't like rip them out or put them in a first 48 like wall. He's in a virtual mode. I mean, shoot. And these women volunteered a lot of this information. The women volunteered that they got a whole bunch of proposals. And they just they didn't like the proposals, so they didn't accept them when it came to marriage. And so what happens is he has really shown, even in his death. I ask myself, if you're a black woman and you want to date outside your race, even if you weren't wishing ill will on Kevin, do you not understand that white men see this, non-black men see this, and do not believe, and non-black men, even white men, do not have the type of rage and anger. They're not gonna say they don't not like black men so much that they're gonna take a dude like Kevin that dresses well, that shows a certain type of image, and they may agree with his value systems, to a certain extent, and then think that that's warranted because they're gonna like, even if other black men did something to you, this man didn't do nothing to you. So do you really have that same energy for dudes that actually you would think Kevin literally I go as far as I'm gonna go with this, literally beat up folks' daughters. You would literally think Kevin literally beat up women. You would literally think, I haven't seen it, but my point is, it's a mirror. And even in his death, you see it. People cannot help but show they ass. And I'm glad for it because now it's not some people are making it up. Am I saying all black women are crazy? No. But what I will say is it's a lot more than what people want to admit to. Just like it's a lot of black men is phony, and they showed their phoniness, and they're showing it right now. And so that's the biggest thing that I pull from it. He showed folks who they really are. And people are going to try to pretend that's not the case. They'll try to act like, sweep it under the carpet like we always do. It's the same thing with you. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not using this to be extreme, and then I'm done after this. I was horrified to see when somebody wrote that post with you. I shared it immediately when it said one down, one to go. And I shared it for a reason. I said, y'all dudes out here thinking, oh, these chicks, I've said it before, I say again on my channel. Black women are a lot more willing to do, I'm not saying physically, but they're much more willing to go at other black women than they are black men, because they see it as a different type of betrayal when black women choose to do the right thing, whether a man is right or wrong. They choose to say, I'm going to be like a umpire and call proper balls and strikes. So there's a certain particular hatred that black women get. This is why I've never really been on the mantra of black women need to start checking other black women, because I see that as equivalent to telling a black female to walk in traffic without walking both ways, because I know how these women are. And so a lot of these dudes think, oh, that's just something with Kevin. No, they have this heat for a lot of other folks too. So I'll leave it at that. But that's his legacy to me, as in showing a reflection for what black people is right now. And I'm going to tell you, for the most part, it's not a good look. Yeah, I know I'm messing it up. People got to keep it brief because I'm long-winded. But
no, Edward, stay on, Edward, because I want to talk to you. But first, before I address Monique's comment, I wanted to address CJ Thompson, his comment. He said, people bugging or y'all bugging. We beating a dead horse at this point. We get it, being that emotional over someone mistyping your name. CJ, emotional over someone mistyping my name? That wasn't a fucking mistype. 3 different people on here were adding to my name, making it a joke. That's not a mistype. It's a fucking joke. And I'm not emotional. I'm serious about this podcast because we're talking about someone that died and people that celebrated it. CJ, you're gone because clearly you're a dumbass and you don't know the difference between someone that's speaking on someone's death and this is serious and the difference between that and joking.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys were doing in the chat was a joke. That wasn't a mistype. Stop fucking with me, CJ. Like I said, you're one of the idiots that I've been speaking about. You got men like CJ who are cowards, right? Who are now trying to say I'm emotional because I'm checking people for making jokes out of my name when this is a serious podcast. This is not a joke today. This is for real. Someone died. So if you were in a funeral, would you joke? And if you would, then you're a fucking loser.
I do agree with what you said there. Yes.
Clown behavior. Like you got men that are clowns too. Yeah. CJ is a clown, a whole clown. If you guys look into the chat, people weren't mistyping my name. They were making jokes out of the name. There's a fucking difference. This podcast wasn't about a joke today. Someone died. This was serious. Someone was death on me. So I don't see how what they're doing in the comments is relevant to what we're talking about. So now you want to try to flip the script and say I'm emotional and all this. That's what men do when they're cowards. That's their only defense. You're emotional. When I'm passionate about someone losing their life, I actually care. I give a fuck. And it's a man at that. So you guys would think CJ would have some type of balls, but I guess today he's pussy. Now you want to bring that out? Because CJ, you fucking with the wrong one. I'm sorry, you guys, for doing this, but when it comes to death, I don't play games like that. I lost my mother. So I could just imagine his daughter losing her father. It's not a good feeling when you lose someone that you'll never get back. Regardless of what this man said. So now I'm done addressing CJ. I'll now address Monique. Monique, I would love for you to come onto the panel because we're not making excuses. We're saying that these women volunteered, and that's what you women are failing to realize. Every woman that went onto that man's show knew exactly what they were getting into. They didn't put a blindfold on and say, oh, I'm just going to just get onto this pocket. No, they knew what kind of man Kevin was. They knew that he was going to go at them in a way that's not normal for people. He's going to be honest. So when you're saying making excuses, we're not. We're trying to tell you guys that he was human and he did what he was supposed to do. He's an image consultant. So if a woman decided to go on there looking like Precious, asking for a rating, he wasn't going to give her a 10. So, I mean, what part of that don't you guys understand?
Everybody understands.
Who hasn't spoken yet? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that I had to go on that little rant. Who hasn't spoken yet? Who we have in here? The one in the middle. Is it Fayaz?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, hello. Yep, it's your turn. Go ahead, hon.
I didn't really want to believe what happened, yesterday, right? But like, after hearing everything that happened, right, it's kind of like sickens me to like like I'm kind of religious, right? And like part of my religion is like not to joke about someone's death and make fun of it of a person's death, even if you right, don't agree with me, right? So like there's many things things Samuel said that I agree with and don't agree with, but like you can all agree, like he said major points that's to the truth. He might said it too harshly or whatnot. And like I wouldn't say, if I was in his place, I wouldn't go that hard on females, but like regardless, it's the truth anyway. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you. So I wanted to read another chat. Vladimir said, have you ever had someone who disagrees with you? Come on. What do you mean, Vladimir? What are you saying? If you can clarify what you mean by that. Because I mean, no, everybody's not going to agree with every single thing I say. And it's okay to we can agree to disagree. But it's when people get disrespectful. There is a big difference. So if you can just elaborate what you mean, Vladimir, I can definitely answer that for you. Like I said, you guys, I mean, this is supposed to be, this podcast wasn't supposed to be about, jokes today. And it's sad that people in the comments thought that calling me celebra something else was funny. I didn't see the humor. And because I didn't see the humor and I checked these people, they want to in turn say that I'm emotional, and that's not what it's about. Death is nothing to laugh about. I mean, we're not in New Orleans. I know out there they celebrate, they throw a party, but we don't. I'm not used to doing that when someone dies. So at the end of the day, he said, I just mean when people have smoke for you, people that call you out on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, there's people that disagree with me on Instagram and Facebook all the time. I don't know why you're asking me that question. That's why I say I figured you'd say that, because I hit them with facts. Now, if you're saying, have I ever had someone that I couldn't hit them with facts on? Yeah, I'm not perfect. It's not 100%. It's rare, but it happens. There's some people that I can't go digging for stuff, or I dox them and everything's good. But why would I post that? Like I said, I'm
Right.
not. It's not a perfect place. Nobody's 100%. I'm gonna have some missed shots too, but I say 95% of the shots I make. So meaning that people that I say I figured you'd say that to, they always have something in their past that they said or did that doesn't, correlate with what they're saying today. So yeah, I mean, I miss sometimes, and I don't just go and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go cry in the corner." Nothing's perfect. You have some women that are married, and they're doing everything right, and they still hate me. Yeah, I've had people that come at me like that. So if that's what you're asking me, then I hope that answers what you're asking me. No, yeah, actually, Vladimir, if you followed me, I actually brought on someone who didn't like me onto the stream. People that have been following my shows, because I only started, a few months ago. I brought someone on who just absolutely hated me. She told me I need to jump off of a cliff. She told me I needed to kill myself. She had a lot of hate for me. She would actually follow Art of Kicks, who put a lot of people on to me. And she would say a lot of things about me. Then when I brought her on here, she said, it's because I just don't like you. I don't know you. You didn't do nothing to me personally. I just don't like you. So yeah, I've had people that
Oh,
got
I
on
know
here
her.
and I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Yep, you guys all know. So yeah. Um Clement, you're on here too many times, bro. Can you hear me? I see you on here twice. I don't know which one. Let me add this other one. Clement, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, ooh, you loud. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
sir. You have to
Hey,
be
how
there.
you
Go ahead.
doing, celebrity?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. About this KS thing, it got me to really thinking. We have to really realize something. We have to learn to appreciate people for while they're here among the living.
Right.
We need to give people their flowers while they're living, regardless of whether we disagree with them or not.
Damn
God
right.
gave that man a gift to speak to the people, especially for men. Now, I will say this about him. Kevin said a truth, but didn't live up to the truth that he was preaching. And I believe that's why a lot of people is coming at him now, because they're seeing the flip side of it, of how he lived his personal life. Yes, he was for marriage. He was for all that. But he wasn't living that truth of what he was preaching. He would tell women, yeah, you gotta, huh?
Go ahead. Please let him
No,
finish. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
no,
Please.
just
Now,
let
me
him know.
personally, I agree with what the brother was saying. I loved him in his monologues. That's when I really listened to him, because that's when he would really just speak. Now, when he got the women on, I just kind of shut it off, because I knew that some of it probably was a bunch of foolishness anyway, because a lot of them women, they got on there for clickbaits, as far as I was concerned. They wanted to go viral. Some of the stories they would come up with and whatnot, crazy. So, one thing I will say about you, celebrity, is this. You remind me of, I love the way how you come at us. You hold everybody accountable. And in a lot of ways, that's how Kevin was. I just think that when it comes down to when we preach, we go out there and we speak the truth about things, about people and their personal lives, what's going on, we need to make sure that we live up to that same standard. Because at the end of the day, that makes you hypocritical.
Okay, hold on, Clement. I wanted to answer. Somebody has a question for you. They said, "How do you know he wasn't living what he preached?" Can you answer that for them, please?
Oh, yeah, I sure can. First of all, he said he was a Christian. He said he had Christian values. But in when he's his messaging, he had no problem with telling young men to go out there, get your money, and go out there and get an escort. He would say things of that nature. He really didn't. Yeah, he was for marriage, but it was almost as that, like, on the flip side of it, he had no problem in promoting premarital sex. So when as a believer of Jesus Christ, you you can't be either or. You got to be one or the other. It can't be mixy match. So that's why I said he didn't live. He really didn't. Truth he was preaching, he didn't literally live up to it.
Okay, but who really lives up to what they preach? You got a lot of these big
Well,
YouTubers that don't live
well,
up to what they
but
preach,
see,
right?
you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Uh,
And I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, he was doing a job that actually back in the day
Mhm.
when we was coming up, and some of us as old enough to remember, them old backwood preachers used to sit up there and get up there and say behind the pulpit, even though they may have been doing whatever they was doing, but they still preached that word. They talked about hellfire and brimstone. We walk around here and we act like life is just gonna go. It's just gonna pass us by and everything's gonna be okay. No, what you do on this earth, it's gonna show. Now, true enough, the man. Hey, I had no issue with the man as a person. I really didn't. But I see how the vitriol and everything else, people dancing on the man ain't even been buried yet. The mama had to find out through social media. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people
It,
disagree with you. I think, and I know
that, that's
Edward
that,
probably has a lot to say. Edward, I know you listening back there, and your wheels are turning.
no,
Um,
I'm not. I'm not gonna start wilding out. I mean, because
No, no,
honestly,
you're
it's like that's me using my credit in the wrong way. I mean, the thing is, dude. Here's the thing, and I will say this: we Kevin, you got most. I would argue 80%. What you talking about? I will argue about 90% of the black pastors and white pastors. It
absolutely
is
right.
so my thing is you're holding him to the standard. So I want to be clear about that. So you're holding that standard beyond what I would argue. And by the way, my favorite pastor is by a guy by the name of Dr. Kevin Crosby. And also my other dude that is a Christian that probably can live by the standard you talking about is a guy by the name of Myron Golden. Go look him up. You're welcome. Smartest dude I've ever met, and he can teach you a master's degree in business out of the Bible. And yes, he lives what he does. Just to know, I know what it looks like what you're saying. But that being said, Kevin's platform is not a Christian platform. He said that he grew up with Christian values and he has been married. Yes, he's been divorced. And so it's kind of like the realm that you holding it at, saying that somebody's not living by their values, that's beyond a pale, but you have a right to your opinion. I mean, that's not even like it's really not even debatable, but you have a right to your opinion. And since you agree with what I said with the pastor thing, people can understand like you pretty much want some straight up
man,
100% orthodoxy. And if that's what you want to be on, I'm not. I could ask you, are you a virgin? I could ask you, are you married? I could do that. I'm not gonna do that
Yeah, you
because
go ahead. Go on. I got the answer for you, Edward.
it doesn't matter because
Well,
you
I
have
mean,
a right to your opinion.
what you're saying. I mean, what you're saying is to in my opinion, because we all entitled to it.
Yeah.
I listen to you just as well. I don't have no issues with you because how you come off is just how you come off. And
But
I mean, honestly, you straight up honest. You don't pull no punches. But the thing is, for someone as me, as a believer, it's not that I'm holding him up to a higher standard. It's just that this is a problem that we have in our society today, especially amongst our own people.
yeah, but
Th-
he even said that you have the what they call it. I'm blanking on it. The worldly
all
stuff.
right,
I
you're really
mean, you
quiet.
live in the real world, and you have to understand that somebody
Never
that
mind.
it's his job. Everybody he helped was not Christian, as far
You're
as
right.
being an image consultant. So
You're right.
my
I,
point is the stuff and the platform. It'll be one. You be. I'm not saying you don't have a right to your point, but what I'm saying is your point would make more sense if I'm not. if he presented himself as a Christian a platform. What he basically said was culturally he is Christian. And most black people occupy that. Now we know what that means when they say culturally. This is what I call it, which is basically you grew up by it, but you pick and choose if you want to live by it. But that's not really why people did not listen to Kevin. And I would say even the women, off the strength of him being a Christian or not a
I
Christian.
understand that.
And hold on. And
That's
the
not my
last thing,
argument.
no, I know. I'm not
Guys,
here. I'm
let's
not
keep
trying
it
to knock
brief.
down your argument. Another thing I'm gonna say, because you remind me of this, is I wouldn't, and I'm not
Right.
comparing you to this guy, but when Clareflow Dollar started talking hella crap about Kevin,
Yeah.
that was, and I'm not saying you're Creflo Dollar because you've already acknowledged that most of these pastors aren't living by that either. That was amazing to me. That when this is a man that they took money from his church. To be fair,
You're right.
to be
And he's
fair,
and to be fair,
I'll let you finish. Yeah,
yeah, to be fair, you're absolutely right. I would never listen. I don't listen to Creflo Dollar because I know that he's fake. I don't listen to TD Jakes like that because
Guys,
some of the stuff,
hold on.
because some of the, and I'm just using just them two as an example
Let's
because you
stick to
mentioned.
Kevin. Let's stick to Kevin because
But
the
as
big
far
thing
as
was
Kevin,
you're
no.
saying
But
he didn't
see,
practice what he preached. Is that what? Can
exactly.
we sum it up? Let's sum it up because I don't want
Well,
to
no,
be all on this
I
topic.
mean, and that's fine. But see, the thing is, for me, I'm just talking about for me because, like I said, I listened to the cat. I took in, I chewed the meat, spit out the bones. What didn't apply, what I couldn't take in as a learning lesson for myself, I left the rest of it alone. But see, I mean, I'm just saying. I
Okay,
think
but
we need to get to
I'm
it.
trying to show you
I'm
something.
just saying. I just think we, celebrity. At the end of the day, we need to get to a point to understand that God is real. And
And I agree with that. But what I'm saying is we cannot hold this man accountable.
Right.
I'm not
A lot
trying.
of people say, "Are you?" Let me
I
ask you this,
agree.
Clement. Are you Christian?
No, I'm a believer.
Okay, you're a
It's a
believer. Okay, let
difference.
me ask you this:
My ex
Do
was.
do you
She
sin
was
on a daily?
Christian.
Yes or no?
So
Huh?
Do you
my ex was
sin
a
on a
Christian.
daily?
So.
Who's
Knowingly,
speaking? Guys, I'm speaking right now, please.
unknowingly, yeah, I'm pretty sure we all do.
Okay, we
I'm
all do.
pretty
So
sure.
we're all sinners.
I don't go with. I
Hold
don't.
on.
I mean,
If we're all
but hold up though.
sinners,
No. It's a difference. Because if I'm not, see, the thing is, I'm not passing judgment on a brother. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is we got to get to a point that we have to understand that God is real and His laws and His statutes are real. And it can, as long, hey, you can laugh, you can
okay,
chuckle, you
no,
guys,
can do
hold
I'm
on,
all
not.
that.
I
hold
didn't
on.
laugh at
Guys,
Chuckle. What I'm
please
saying,
let me finish what I was saying.
all right.
Please, guys, hold on. Clement, what I'm saying to you is you're bringing up God. Okay, we acknowledge that, we get that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, what does that have to do with Kevin Samuels? He was not a preacher. That wasn't his job. He was an image consultant. Even if he says he grew up in a Christian household or had Christian values, that still makes him human. He's imperfect. We're already sinners. So we can't judge him
Well,
because
all
he
of
sinned
us are
differently than
imperfect,
us.
celebrity.
Huh?
So,
What'd you say?
so basically, with that same logic that you're saying,
You
from
do
my
realize
vantage point,
you're taking a dead man and you're making it about you, right? Just
no,
FYI.
I'm not making anything about me, man. I just basically stated a comment.
I do agree.
That's it.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Please keep it, guys. Can we keep
Yeah.
it like under 2 minutes? Because y'all ramping right now. I'm about to close up. Come on now.
Look,
Go ahead.
see, the thing is, first of all, I'm not a Christian, all right? So, uh, as far as Christian values concerned, you guys know better than me, of course. So I'm not
You
going
can
to
get.
argue that. As far as Kevin Samuels concerned, whether he has a true Christian belief, look, he's just a man. He's just a human. He has his own flaws, like all of us. No one is perfect. It's about the best thing we can do is do our best. That's what that's what it's all about. And regarding Kevin Samuels, his idea or his content, we cannot expect everyone to agree on what he said, and
Right.
everybody has a right to do that. But
Right.
that is expected from everyone. I mean, I don't expect anyone to agree on everything he says. You know, I also myself don't agree in all the things that he
Right.
said, but that's part of the argument. That's what debate is all about.
Okay, so I wanted
And
to get back to Clement. So BSP, thank you, hon. But I want to, because a lot of people are just as curious as me. But Clement, what I'm trying to say to you is that you brought up God. You said that he didn't practice what he preached. But what does that have to do with with him dying? Are you saying that he deserved to die because he didn't practice what he
Oh, no, I'm
preached?
not saying
I
that
just
because
heard you
honestly,
saying
my
that.
heart goes out, but that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what are
My
you
heart
saying?
goes out for the brother because I mean, when I heard about it, I was shocked because at the end of the day, he died young, 53 years old. That's only what three? That's like 4 years older than me, and it
Okay,
shows you just how all it's really doing. All I'm really trying to say is, God is real. Life is short. Appreciate people
Right.
for while they're here. At the end of the day. All the
Amen.
other stuff okay, fine. I get it. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, let's learn how to appreciate one another. Whatever issues you may have with a person, learn how to forgive that person and move on because life is short.
Damn right. I do agree
He
with you
was
on
here.
that.
He was here a couple of days ago. I remember the night before, the night that he died. Apparently, he had just did a live feed.
Oh, I saw that. Yes,
okay,
I
He
saw
had
that.
just done a live feed, and see, the thing that gets me more than anything, social media is a beast. His mother says she found out by social media.
and I acknowledge that. But what I'm trying to explain to you, Clement, is that you said that he didn't live through
All
the
I'm
trial.
saying is we
You
all
came,
can be
you kind of
guilty of it.
attacked it. You kind of
I'm not attacking, no, but see, that's just it. Because I make a comment like that, and it's not just for I may okay, fine. This is for everyone listening. Whether it be Kevin, it can be me, it can be you, celebrity, it can be Edward, it can be any one of us. Don't get out
Right.
here and say something and say this how it should be or however the case may be, and you're not living that yourself. That's all I'm saying. That goes for me. That goes for any one of us. Have I been guilty of some of the things I sure have? I don't do it now. I changed.
So he shouldn't have been telling people to do better in relationships and getting to
Right.
the gym.
I'm
Hold
not
on, I'm just
saying that.
saying some of the things he said. What are
The
some of
thing
the
is,
things he said that need to be pulled out?
what I'm saying is this.
yeah, let him talk.
You can't call yourself because he has called himself he said he's a Christian whatever. And this is where my biggest argument comes with. It comes with any one of us. Anybody that considers himself to be a believer of Jesus Christ, a Christian, whatever. When you go out there and when you start talking about putting out Christian values, so to speak, as a lot of us do, and then we don't turn around and it comes up that we don't live that same type of lifestyle of what it is we preach, it makes us look hypocritical. The scripture says this: don't let your good be evil spoken of. So it's a lot of things that I mean, honestly, I mean, the brother had heart problems. His mother said he had heart problems. One of the things that really concerned me is the boy, every time he looked up, he was drinking a Red Bull. So I
Okay,
mean, brother, I
so
mean, in
Clement,
a lot of ways, I
you're
mean,
getting
all
off
I'm saying,
topic though. You're getting off topic.
I'm no, I'm being on topic when you really
You
look at it
you're
because we
bringing
not
up all these
as black
things.
men, we need to take care of our health.
Okay, I understand that, but right now we're talking about this black man. He might have drank Red Bulls until we get a confirmation on how he died. We can't sit here and say it was the Red Bulls and all this.
I'm not
Let's
saying.
not speculate.
So
You just said that. You just said
all I'm
that.
saying is, if his mother said that he had heart problems, all I'm saying is, especially as black men, he said he had lymphoma, some type of cancer when he was younger. Something I can forgot what it is, but they said when you look it up, they said after you had that type of cancer or whatnot, it speeds up. It's kind of like speeds up your condition a way of you having a heart attack quicker. So
Okay, so
I,
but we're not talking about how he died right now until that's confirmed. We're talking about people that are celebrating his death.
I'm not
That's what the
celebrating
topic
the
is.
man's death, celebrity.
Okay. I didn't say you were. I'm telling you the topic, sir.
Well,
And you're going on
I'll
here
put it
talking
like
about
this: when it
everything
comes,
but that.
okay, what I gotta say about that is, be careful about you dancing on somebody's grave before they even bury it, because what comes out your mouth can happen to you. You snared by the words that comes out your mouth. And that goes for any one of us. I'm not here to dance on a brother's grave. I seriously pray that he's in a better place. And that's where I stand with it.
Okay, Everett, did you want to say?
I mean, honestly, I mean, if you look at it, it's a couple of them content creators that then, I mean, land blasting the man. And I even said I even put it on their post. Hey, you need to chill out on that. You didn't like him, that's fine. But you ain't got to dance on a brother's grave. What's up with that? Is that what we done came to now as a people?
No.
So let me ask you this: did you respect him? Can I ask you how did you feel about Kevin Samuels? Did you think he did a lot of good or bad? That's all I want to know.
No, he did a lot of good. I know, and honestly, I liked his content. I really did. That's why I said one of the things that I love listening to was the beginning of his monologues, because that's when he did a whole lot of he would just talk. He would take about 15 to 30 minutes and just talk whatever about the topic was.
Right.
When he started getting when the women started coming on, I knew that a lot of the women was coming with foolishness. I didn't want to listen to none of that. So it was really mainly about hey, it was some things that I learned about with some of the old clips that he used to have when he would just talk to men.
Turn it down a little. Sorry, that was my dad talking to me. Sorry.
So I mean, I had no issues with him personally. I like the brother. Matter of fact, my spiritual mom created her own thing behind him. She talked to him. So I mean, he inspired her to sit up there and start talking to the women. So I mean, he was good for what it was. I mean, God gave him a voice to speak truth to power. And while he was here, he did that. Not everybody agreed. Do we agree with everything he said? No. But that's okay.
Okay, well, thank you. I want to give someone else a chance to talk. Carl, are you there? Go ahead, Carl.
Hi, Daphne. How you doing today?
I'm good. And you?
I don't. I really don't know because I've been kind of irritated today because actually he passed on my birthday, so it kind of made me feel a type of way because I'm always on social media in some way, shape, or form, and usually I go to Twitter to look for like sports or like what's happening in like real world news, current events, that kind of stuff. And when I heard that Kevin Samuels had passed away, I was shocked and I was like, man, he just did a live stream not too long ago, like 6 to 8 hours ago when I got the news. I thought it was just a rumor. At that time it was just like small outlets coming out with it. But the amount of people that I did not know did not like this man was astounding to me because I started I started being curious and inquiring to these people why they didn't like what he said. And a lot of them, especially the women, would say, "Oh, he makes me feel like I don't have any freedom." And I did not understand why, because all he was trying to do was just trying to explain to you there's a certain way to get a specific type of man that you want. And none of them could really answer that aspect of how much, when he would ask how much you weigh, would that make you feel? How much where do you rate yourself? How would that make you feel? Like, he was more direct and upfront, and a lot of women could not handle that and handle the fact that he would tell them about themselves, and they felt like it was taking their freedom or their rights away, whatever it was. So I just had to block them. It made me feel uncomfortable to see them say, when you get down to hell, I hope they do a lot of S to you, and
Uh,
it was all kinds of just outlandish, disgusting things. My block list is mad long now because of it.
oh yeah, I don't fuck with Black Twitter because I mean, I would say this to anybody: go to the article that The Root wrote that they just wrote about him saying Kevin Samuels need to be canceled. This was before he passed because of the he said if you're 35 and older, you're a leftover woman. And what a lot of
Mm-hmm.
folks don't understand is to other groups it's really 25. That's actually a 10-year gap that black men give you. You know, you ask the Asians when you were ask them women when they become leftover women, and even white women, you
Right.
know, part of it is black don't crack, and then you know, but too, but you get what I'm saying. But whatever. But one of the things that really activated a particular type, well, let me not even go into the talented tip, Mark. What
Brief.
killed?
We keep it brief. We have a lot of people that want to
All
talk.
right, all right. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna hop off, but I will keep this brief. Um, Anybody that plays sports, even women, you know, maybe the
Nice.
female coaches are not gonna be the not female coaches, but the women's coaches won't be exactly as heavy handed, but they still are very direct, and if they trying to win, right? I'm some celebrity can speak on that. You play basketball, I play a little bit of football, stuff like that. The point is Kevin, as a consultant, his job is to get you from point A to point B. There is a process in that. And I will leave by saying this. Almost every female dating coach, Rebecca Lynn Pope, April Mason, Nicole Michelle, even Kristen Lynn Carrison, they have all quit. And they have all said similar things. Even outside of Kevin, they've all said similar things to each other as far as the issues. There is, if you learn how to be a consultant or a coach or anything, there is a process to that. And then the talent is where you put the art into it in. With the stuff that you were describing, the last person was talking, is of people that they can't be told shit. And that's the truth. It don't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it is. They don't want to be told nothing. And that's something we need to start really having a conversation about. Because when men do that, we already know where to put those folks. But women, you supposed to have this little thing that you're supposed to let them, like almost like they're not as intelligent as men, which I don't believe. You know. So anyway, I'll leave it there for people to chew on. Hopefully that kept within 2 minutes.
No, you did good. Stay on, Edward, because I do like what you have to say. I want you to stay on, sir. Pebbles,
I
I know
got
you.
one question. I got one question, celebrity, and it's for
Yeah.
you. It is
Okay.
directed to you. When, because I know my wife has a lot of it, but when did the inability to be humble and the inability to be um they have lost their manners, and there no is no humility and humbleness in women these days. When do you think that started?
It's been like that. I just think that there hasn't been enough women to call it out. That's what it is. And that's why women don't like me. Because for years, these women got away with talking down on black men, calling them scum, saying they're not good fathers. And it's actually vice versa. Like I said, most of the stuff I post
Right.
on my IG, it comes from
That's straight
women
dumb.
doing this stuff online. So
Especially calling black people scums. I
they
agree.
don't like to be held accountable. That's just the way it is in this world. And the more we start talking about it, the more they can acknowledge their faults. They don't want to hear from women. They don't want to hear from men either. They don't like when Kevin tells them the truth. They don't like when Daphne tells them the truth. So it's like they just don't want the truth, but they gonna get it. Like I said, at the end of the day, we don't know how this man died. And until it's confirmed, we're not gonna speculate that it was Red Bulls and Viagra. We're not gonna follow that train. That's what people love to do, follow the train. I like to follow the facts. Until those facts are out, we're not going to speculate. If you guys have anything to say, the topic is about women celebrating his death. Let's keep it there. I don't want to hear about what you did in church, what you did on Tuesday. Keep it on the topic. That's all I'm asking you guys. Because if you can't, I have to boot you. Because a lot of y'all are getting on here and going way left with it, and you're wasting my time. At the end of the day, this is about a man who told a lot of people the truth, and it was ugly to them. And that's the way I like the truth. I like it to be ugly because no one wants to be told that you need to get in the gym. They like people to lie and say, keep eating that food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, regardless of what his mama said or what this person said or that person said, this man is dead. He's no longer on this earth. So we have to acknowledge that. A lot of people claim to be Christians, but they're not. We're not perfect. We're human. You can call yourself a Christian and call somebody a motherfucker too, right? We do that every day. So I would never judge him when I know that I'm a sinner myself. I might be married once, no divorces, but look what I go through. They can't say I was twice divorced. They can't say that I'm out here having bastard kids and I have OnlyFans. I'm none of those things. And look how they attack me. So it doesn't matter if you have a good background or if you have two divorces in your background. People are still gonna wish death on you.
I
So
mean, look
that's
how they
why.
attacked Kobe.
But wait, we're past that. We're talking about Kevin Samuels right now. Let's keep it here right now. What I'm trying to say is that when people say he does not live in his truth, I live my truth. I have a husband. I have a place that I live. I have a good job. I do well. I'm not rude to people. I don't call them fat. I don't call them twos. I just I just hit them with facts. And yet I get death threats just like Kevin. So whether you're positive, whether you're blunt with it, they're still gonna wish death on you. So there's no winning either way. So it's either you're gonna get an ugly truth, are you going to get hit with the facts like the way I do it? But women are still going to hate you. And what I'm talking about today is that his mom and his family should not have had to go on Twitter and see women celebrating. We're so far back right now. We just went back so many years the way we did our black men today. Because if it had been a woman who talks shit, let's say Candace Owens, God forbid, something happened. A lot of women, they love Candace, but a lot of men, they don't respect Candace. She talks too much. She'll say, "Oh, I love my white husband. I don't like black men," but she used to date black men. If she was to go and men were doing the crip walk, y'all would want them exposed. Y'all would want them shut down on social media, right? So why aren't we holding these women to the same light? This man lost his life. If you didn't like him, you could have just kept it moving. You didn't even have to make a post. But the fact that these women are posting about it tells you how triggered they truly are. They're angry, toxic, bitter, masculine devils. That's what they are. And I'm saying that as a woman. Y'all some devils. Because if you have to wish death on someone to feel good about yourself, you a losing ass bitch. And I'm saying that from my mouth. I don't care. I'm a Christian, yeah, but I'm going to still say the truth. I don't care. It ain't right. What you're doing is not right. You wouldn't want nobody dancing on your dad's death or your brother's death, right? How would you like if these white people started dancing when these cops start shooting? They start crip walking. Y'all want the cops to be fired, right? The same shit that cops used to celebrate. When Trayvon Martin got shot and they said on the thing, yeah, he deserved it. Y'all wanted his badge, right? Y'all want the badge of these guys, and y'all want these cops to be locked up when they make fun of killing black men, right? Oh, that's my son, my good old son. How dare they mock my son? How dare George Zimmerman sign Skittles and tea, right?
Yeah.
But then when it's Kevin Samuels, we can celebrate his death though, right? That's the hypocritical shit that black women do. So we need to address that, and we need to hold these black women accountable. These are y'all sisters, these are y'all cousins, y'all aunts, y'all moms that are mocking this man. Hold they asses accountable. It ain't right, guys. It ain't right. And to these women that are doing it, I would be careful because jobs like to go on social media too. And they like to see the kind of shit you guys post. So all it takes is one person saying, look what they said about my uncle or my dad or my brother. And you lost your job being a fool. So again,
Definitely. Not to mention that the men that these women are literally after have probably seen this and already in their book is like, nope, she just a playtime buddy now. She not even want to pursue a serious relationship with.
Dude,
okay,
I
so wait,
like.
we got DJ. DJ, I know I just brought you on. Are you there, DJ?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, DJ.
Okay, I have to say this is the first time that I've listened to your program, and I have to tell you, I just listened to Roland Martin Unfiltered before I got to your program, and I have to tell you, you are much more objective in the way that you handle your show than what Roland did. And I just wanted to go ahead and give you that compliment. Um, Also, I noticed also that you gave that one guy a whole lot of time, but that can be commended as well. While he was having that time, I was getting with him on the chat side of the game. But in regards to Kevin Samuels, he dispensed a lot of information that could be of value to not only men and women. You know, I'm 64 years old. And I got to tell you, despite the fact that I had a two-parent household, I was basically raised to be a simp. And I've been for the last 20 years desynthesizing myself to where I can go ahead and be focused on what my personal goals and objectives are. And I'm about achieving them as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and get on here real quick and commend you for what you're doing and keep up the good work. And I'll be sure to subscribe and be a constant listener from this point on because, for one thing, unfortunately, we can't listen to Kevin Samuels. Uh, so I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you. Have a good evening.
I want to say thank you, DJ. Before you get off, thank you, DJ. I appreciate you. I don't know what Roland said. I haven't heard it yet, but I appreciate your compliment. It does go a long way. Thank you, sir.
Well, I could tell you this: he wasn't on the show because he was going to a previous appointment, and he had one of his co-hosts, sit in, and it was just like a bash Kevin Samuels marathon, for a good portion of the show. I did hear a clip. I did see a clip that Roland made before his show came on, where he did commend the marketing expertise that Kevin Samuels did. Um, he was branding. He was doing what was needed to do to make his program organic. He got lucky when that one clip of his average at best went viral, but still and yet he was preparing himself so that when it was his time to blow up, he was prepared to go ahead and do what he had to do. And quite frankly, I'm certain that you'll be doing the same things as well, keeping your program organic. I haven't even looked to see how many people are listening to your program, but to me, it's irrelevant. I found it. I'm going to listen to it. And like I said, just keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a good day, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Lorison, go ahead, sir. Please keep it brief. Lorison, this is your time. Going once, going twice. Pebbles, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you for having us on here. I'm getting ready to get off myself. I did not know about people threatening your life, and I want to apologize about that because you shouldn't be threatened for standing up for somebody. It's like a lot of people get on social media and want to preach that they love black men and they stand up for black men, but the moment that we do or our opinion is different from everybody else's, then we're pick me's and I bet your husband's cheating, or I bet, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you do is not keeping him, but he's still here. You know what I mean? So
Speak,
I want to
girl.
tell you thank
Speak.
you. And I did not know. So I apologize that happened to you. It is not nothing that you don't deserve. I don't agree with the man that came on and wanted to talk about, Christian values and things because I feel like people think that Christianity is singular and it's multifaceted, and whatever Kevin Samuels preached, that's just what he spoke on. And so you don't have to agree with everything that somebody said, but his message got out there and his legacy still lives on because now people are having the conversations and people are being held accountable, and nobody likes when the sheet gets pulled off of them. So again, Miss Celebrity, thank you so much for having us. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Pebbles, and you being a woman saying that you liked a lot of the things that he said. It lets people know that not all of us hated him. It's okay to have a difference in opinion. There were some things, like I said, there were some things that he said that I was like, whoa. But that was few far and in between. I saw a lot of videos from people saying this man changed my life and fixed my marriage, but they won't show you that because that's positive. They want this man to be known as a negative man who bashed black women, and it wasn't even that type of thing that he did. I mean, like, again, I would never get on someone's podcast if I know what they do. If I know they're going to tell me the truth and I don't want to hear the truth, I'm not getting on. But these women chose to get on. So you can't go online and saying, imagine being a child and you see a man tell your mother she's a one. Okay, I'm imagining it. I would say, why did my mom get on there if she didn't want the truth? That's what I would say.
Exactly.
Right? Right,
Absolutely.
Pebbles? So
Yes. Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate you too. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. So
You
guys,
too.
like I said, um, Victor said, I am 77, a former marriage education coordinator. Kevin was mostly on point in trying to help black people. So that's coming from Victor Billups, who said that he is 77 and he's a marriage education coordinator. So again, there's a lot of people that got a lot out of what Kevin was trying to say. And like I said, we can't sit here and say that he deserved the bashing because he was rude to people. He was blunt to people. He was truthful with people. Again, if no one called into his show, he wouldn't have had a show. It would have just been him talking to himself or talking to the people listening. So again, people decided to do that. And a lot of it was for attention for themselves. A lot of these women who had these low level pages, like that one girl named Blue something, I forgot, who said, yeah, man, got to pay my bills and all. She went up like 100,000 followers after going on Kevin's show. So let's not act like they didn't get something out of it, guys. They knew what they were doing. So again, there was a lot of people that highly respected him. I wanted to read something I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Marlon Wayans. He was in the Wayne brothers, the Wayans family. They got this big family. Marlon said something very big. Now we know Marlon has been around for many years. He did shows, he does, stand up. But this is something that he said today that I thought was great. So I'm gonna read it. He said, love him or hate him. He spoke his truth. We can view truth as hate, but sometimes his bold medicine didn't taste so sweet. And if you hate it, why tune in? Why call in? Because healing comes in many forms. His It says some of the stuff he spelled wrong, but he said some of the nasty ass tasting medicine. There's no right and wrong in his love. There's just discovery. Thank you for those you healed, and we forgive you if there were any damages because we know your intention was to heal. And honestly, fuck, you was hilarious. In this moment, I pray for you and your family and all those you've healed that can't call into your show. I hope you can heal more and reach more in heaven. Rest well. Appreciate you trying to hold on and express masculinity. That came from Marlon. So someone of his stature saying that he actually touched Marlon too. So a lot of celebrities did come out and they said that they agreed a lot with what he said. So you might not have liked him. You might even hate him. But the man had some truth in what he was saying. And again, it doesn't matter if you're nice with it or you're blunt with it. People are still going to hate you because it's you. Kevin could have said,
Um,
women, you're beautiful. And they still would have said, well, you gay. You're not even my type, right? Who was about to talk? I'm sorry, who interrupted me?
uh, Go ahead.
BSP? Go ahead, huh?
Can I say
What were you
something?
going to say?
Yeah, I wanna say something before I leave. I have to get ready for my hospital duty. Anyway, I just came here to vent out on people celebrating his death. First of all, people dying is not funny. All right. You have to be downright evil to celebrate someone dying like that. First of all, I'm a doctor myself. I've seen people die in the hospital. And how devastating to see the loved ones break down and then how hard it is for me to go outside, meet up with the loved ones of the disease and inform them that the person is no more, and you're gonna these people are gonna celebrate someone's death. That is so messed up. And it got me triggered in that chat which I told you earlier. And I wasn't even very you know very disrespectful. I just put one simple comment on that chat of those women who are celebrating his death. I simply wrote that, you may love him or you may hate him, but to celebrate his death is messed up because he was someone's family and someone's, a friend. That's the only comment I put on that chat, and the wave of hatred and shame I got on that chat was wow. They even, if you don't agree with my comment, present a counter comment, to correct me. But no, they would simply skip all the logic and shame me, and they started calling me a pale skin, ape based on my profile pic. And I'm sitting there like, really? You're gonna say that and skip all the logic and everything? And then I replied, well, don't get mad if your loved ones, dies and someone celebrate on that. How would you feel? That's the second comment I wrote, and they just yeet me out from that chat. I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever. I mean, that just shows how evil people can be. I mean, you don't agree with his point, you disagree with his point, you love him, you hate him, that's fine. All right, that's fine. But if you are not, if you're still happy that he died, at least have the decency to be indifferent, to be quiet instead of celebrating on a public platform. That is so messed up.
Thank you, BSP.
That
I definitely want to keep it rolling, hun, because we got other people that need to talk, and I don't want this show to be entirely too
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Okay.
That, that's all I want to say. I'm just gonna go anywhere. I have to go to the hospital anyway. But keep doing what you're doing, and don't listen to any BS. Be true to yourself, and be true to the facts and everything. That's all I want to say.
Will do. Well,
And
thank
rest.
you, and keep saving lives, sir. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, really. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, Jameson, you're on, Jameson. Please keep it within a few minutes, please. Go ahead, Jameson.
All right. Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear
Go ahead,
me?
sir. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I just want to say, celebrity, for having me on. I love the channel. Love what you do. I think the idea of people celebrating a man's death is deplorable. Like that's like me personally. Like I try to keep a clean feed on my phone, so like I haven't seen nothing but praise and respect for him because of just kind of like what I keep on my phone, right? But when I watched your was it your story on your Instagram, and they put your picture beside Kevin's, I was like kind of taken back because um I'm so somewhat of the same message, but like delivered completely differently. Like I would even consider you as, what do you call it, as blunt as he was, like you were saying, calling people twos and that. So, and on top of that, this thing we call like the Black Manosphere, like was something I really needed because, like somebody else was saying, they grew up in a what would you call nuclear family, two parent household. My dad kind of raised me to be a simp, and I didn't realize that until I stumbled across one of Kevin Samuel's friends actually, MTR, mediocre tutorials and reviews. He's also got a great message. So I stumbled across him, and through him I found Kevin. But yeah, a lot of things he had to say were things that I needed to hear, but in my life, I didn't have anybody to look to tell me. So, like, he's gonna be missed. I loved his channel. I loved his show, and like when I found out that like yesterday, my heart sunk. I felt like something true was gone. Like we in the YouTube space and in the Instagram space, and we call the Black Manosphere. Like we lost something heavy, and my condolences goes out to him and everybody else who collabed with him. It's complicated channel, MR. Um, yeah, and I don't ramble on. I just wanted to say
You did
my
good.
piece.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It seems like everybody's getting on right now. So thank you and for your words and everything you said. It was spot on. And if you want to speak again, just hang in there so we can let everyone else speak. Lorson, go ahead. I know you said you wanted to say something else. Go ahead. You have a few minutes. Go ahead.
Muted.
Lorson, you're on. Lorson, go ahead.
Oh crap! I was freaking muted. Whoops. Um, hang on.
What you
Give
mean?
me
Hang on.
give me 1 second. I don't know what my dad's doing. Hang on.
You don't know what your dad is doing, Lorson. You tripping us out over here, man. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna let somebody else speak, and Lorson, I come back to you. Tyrone, you there?
That's my man.
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, Tyrone.
Okay, first I want to say thank you for having me. Love everything you do. And I want to say it's pretty disturbing to see everything that's taking place. When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it at first. I was waiting for confirmation, but seeing how everybody started dragging them and stuff, it was kind of disturbing. Excuse me if I'm a little out of breath. I just got done working out, but it's like me as a black man and stuff. You can say in my late 20s right now, married, got kids. It was hard for me to find a space or whatever you can say where I kind of fit. I was raised by my grandparents, so I do kind of got that kind of old school traditional kind of values. And me and my wife, we used to sit back and kind of found Kevin Samuels and watch some stuff in. And even though we don't agree with everything he said, one thing he used to always say is, take the meat and leave the bones. Basically, take the information that you can and throw out what you don't need. So it was kind of like that. And it is really disturbing to see how people who've never even watched the show, don't know anything about it, has those type of comments with all those talking points and literally don't know anything. And to celebrate somebody's death like that is just, karma is real. I'm kind of blessed in a way that I saw some people's reactions, like even on my Facebook and stuff, so you can see who those people are and let them reveal themselves. And I hope a lot of people are paying attention to those people who are making those comments and doing that so they can eliminate those people out of their lives. So they don't have to deal with that. I just I don't know. It just kind of hurts, and I think a lot of people don't realize the impact that he actually had. He had 1.43 million subscribers on YouTube for a reason. Somebody was listening to it. A lot of people was listening to it, and it's going over a lot of people's heads. And I feel like we're going to really see that in these next few months.
Well said. I definitely agree, and you hit the nail on the head. Like you said, people celebrating it like that. We need to be visual. We need to look at these people, see what these people are, and just know that this is how they treat people when they die. I don't think it's funny at all. And just like someone said earlier, if it was your son, and there was these white people dancing and crip walking and ha ha ha, the nigger's dead, y'all would want everything shut down, right? But here you guys doing what you don't want the colonizers to do. That's what y'all call them, right? Y'all don't want these people,
Exactly.
but you guys are doing it to your own people. So yeah, they're sitting back eating popcorn, laughing at your dumb ass.
Yeah,
Look at
and
these black women laughing at
exactly.
the man
Acting
who
the fool. You
died.
don't see nobody other in no other race goes through this. No other race has to sit there and
Fact.
watch their women get out of line and talk to their men the way we do. Oh, we men ain't shit. We ain't shit. But as soon as we say something, even just defending ourselves, we're misogynistic and all that. That's why, like a lot of times, I haven't even been engaging in a lot of these people. I've literally just been screenshotting stuff, watching people. I sent you a few things. I know you get flooded with stuff, but I've been screenshotting and taking notes and stuff. Some people tried to go back and delete some stuff, but I'm like, hey, yep, receipts don't lie. So it's just real sickening.
Yep. Now, Azure, I'm sorry. I know you've been on for a while. Go ahead. You're next, sir. Go ahead. Azure, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, your turn. Go ahead, hon. I know you got something to say. Go ahead.
Uh, I have a lot to say, but you say give a few minutes.
No, go ahead. You've been hanging back there for a little while. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me on the show once again. It was a pleasure. It's an honor. I'm gonna get one of your shirts too, by the way. Uh, so what I've been hearing about Kevin Samuels, it was very shocking to hear. Um, yes, there was. I had some disagreements with him too as well. When it comes to certain dating and stuff like that, but the man had a powerful message. And then it's like people forgetting what the message is, what he's saying, of what he did for people. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I have to respect about Kevin Samuels, he didn't brag about it. He didn't make it like, hey, this what he did and stuff like that. He just tell, hey, I got families together. I saved several marriages. I saved a lot of people, and he spoke for the everyday man, which I can respect for him for that. Even though we have some disagreements, I respect the man for that. But it was really shocking. It was really shocking to hear that he passed away, especially at an early age. You know, and it's kind of sucked to see him go, to see him leave, to see. Um, but people don't realize that his message, his legacy. Oh, I heard a lot of people complain that he also died alone and single. I'm like, did you know this man was married and he has children? So to the women out there who gonna say that, oh, he died alone. No, he been married twice, and had children. So by the end of the day, I feel like people are wrong. We don't know too much about Cammy Simmons, about his personal life and anything, but like I said, the one thing I respect about the man is his message. The message is loud, is clear. It's basically to bring the father back into the home. It's basically make the man the leader again, make him the head of the household again. You know, that's basically what his message was entailed. But let black men lead again. Let us be the head of the household again. But a lot of women don't want that. A lot of women don't want, there's a lot of women that want to be the leaders themselves rather than let the man take the lead. So yeah, I get his message. I really, really do.
Yep.
And it
Well
was,
said.
yep. It
Thank
was
you.
really, you're
Thank
welcome,
you for
man.
your
It's
words.
always.
Yep.
Yeah.
So having you. Thank you. Did you want to say anything else?
Uh, yeah. Also, give me your link to your shirts because I want that shirt. I
You got to
really
go on my Instagram. Go to
okay.
my story, pick a shirt, and tell me which one, and we'll just DM me, and we'll go that route. Go to my
Yes,
Instagram.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always, Queen, always. And I gotta say a couple more things to you directly, and then after that, I'm gone. I want to say thank you for having me as always, and hopefully, I will continue being part of your show.
Of
And
course.
also, I want to thank everybody on here also who expressing themselves about Kevin Samuels. I know we loved him. Look, you don't have to disagree. You can disagree with the man. We can coexist. There's nothing wrong of having our disagreements here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't forget the message that he spread. Don't forget the message that he said by the end of the day. But thank you, celebrity. I appreciate it.
You
I'm
are
about to get ready
welcome.
to go.
Thank you too. Wonderful. So, guys, like I said, I mean, we're going to see more and more. And I know that in these groups, I know I'm going to see a lot of stuff. I've already gotten, I mean, guys, understand I'm my inboxes, my DMs, they are flooded with posts on Facebook. People are adding me to groups without my consent, just adding me to stuff. And I can't do nothing yet until another week or so. But I have been seeing a lot of things and I have been screenshotting a lot of things. And trust me, I'm on the case. There are a lot of women out here that are saying any man that supported Kevin Samuels, they hope that they also die. You can't go out there and go that deep with this, ladies. Y'all can't be like this. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a black woman. I'm not on here telling people that I'm married and I'm not married. I'm truly married. I'm married to a black man. And like I said, you can't judge all black men off of one man that you dated that just wasn't, what you expected. You can't you can't do that. You can't take it out on every black man because you chose bad, right? You have to acknowledge that you're choosing bad because you're not doing the research. You're not taking your time. You want something quick. And you can't ask for a perfect man if you're not perfect yourself because it'll never happen. Nobody's perfect. And at the end of the day, we have to acknowledge that this was a human being at the end of the day, even if you didn't like him. But to have so much hate where you spend your time posting about him and posting memes and videos that are celebrating that he's gone, it just says a lot about your character. So when it happens to you, don't act shocked. Don't act like you don't know why it's happening because karma does come back around and it's usually worse, right? So all I'm saying is you don't have to like me either because I didn't do nothing to you personally. These women that I come for, they're in these groups lying. They're in these groups saying the hateful thing. I have to hold them accountable because if I don't, who the fuck will? No one, right? Women have been getting away with shit for far too long and I'm tired of it. You got a lot of women that are just like me that are also tired, but they're scared to speak up because they see what people are doing to me. But am I stopping? No. I actually was going to take a break off social media. I was going to take a couple months off and not get on at all. But then I said I'll be giving them power. I'll be letting them win. Because to wish death on me, and that's just one post. Guys, I've got many inboxes. There are many hate groups about me and Kevin Samuels out there. A lot of people truly hate me. And when you go on my Instagram, when did I call someone fat? When did I call someone ugly or a bitch? I don't talk like that, guys. I say, I figured you'll say that. So if that's rated R to y'all, then damn, you know, that's all I'm doing. So at the end of the day, these people don't like me because they don't like me. My delivery is always on point. But women, we got to do better. We can't celebrate the death of our black men like that. That's not right. We got to do better. And if your mama or your sister or your family ain't going to hold you accountable, I will hold you accountable. I'll be your family. Because sometimes you need that. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, but you're going to have to swallow that shit. I'm not going to just double back and say, okay, guys, I'm going to turn my Instagram into a I hate black men page. That ain't me. You're not going to get that. So you can keep reporting me. You can keep threatening me. Do all you got to do. But I won't stop bringing awareness to these lying ass women. Because if I don't bring awareness, they're going to keep getting away with shit. Too many women are getting away with shit that a man cannot get away with. And at the end of the day, laughing at someone's death does have consequences. If it means you losing your job, if it means you getting in trouble at home, then so be it. You posted the shit, not me. So whatever you're posting in public, people can use it against you. Just don't forget that. Some of you dumbasses who are working in healthcare are out here saying he deserved to die. I wish he was at my hospital. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure you lose your fucking job. And I don't care if you're a black woman. I will make sure a black woman loses her job. If you're in healthcare celebrating someone's death because you don't like him, I'd be shocked how many men you might have done that to already. And it's sad that I have to get black women fired. But I'm gonna do that shit because right is right and wrong is wrong. I got a Karen fired last year, right? When she was talking about she wouldn't save a black man's life. So I got to do the same thing if it's a Bonquisha. Your ass to be fired too. I wish he was at my hospital. What was he going to do? He was dead on arrival. So what were you going to do? When people say that in healthcare, I tend to question any black man or any black person that they dealt with. Did they give them the best life-saving efforts? Did they actually do right? I'm telling you, y'all, this social media shit's going to get a lot of y'all stupids in trouble. Y'all dumb on this app. Y'all know what y'all do for a living, and yet you still post it publicly. I'm using it. So just know that if you said something and I dox you and I find out where you work and you're working in healthcare and you're working in an environment where you have to save lives, your job is gone. And I'm going to see to it. And I don't care if that means me getting more death threats, but you're not going to sit here and wish death on a man and you're a fucking nurse. That don't work well. I don't sit right with that. So just know, you guys, that while people are showing their true colors, I'm starting to paint their pictures right now. And a lot of them ain't going to have a job come Monday. Like I said, you got to watch what you say on this app. I'm not going to sit back and tell a woman, yes, bitch, talk about that girl. That ain't me. I'm not going to be your yes friend. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's dangerous out here. These women, it's sad that black men not only have to watch out for cops, but they got to watch out for black women. Ain't that something? That's how far back we are right now. Because if you say something they don't like, they're going to wish you dead. They're going to hope that you die. Your delivery can be soft and sincere, and they still wish that you die. Black women, they're on the same page as white people, the KKK. KKK and black women, that's what black men have to look out for. It shouldn't be that way, y'all. But but these black women are showing black men why they don't deserve to be a wife. Good job, ladies. If that's what you were looking to accomplish, you have accomplished it. So don't get mad when that black man turns to Becky and he turns to Maylene, because you won't be the pick anymore. You want to date a black man, he go to your Instagram and see that you're supporting someone dying as a black man. Why would he want to fuck with you? You crazy. Do you know this man? No. Did he ever call you or speak to you? No. Did you ever meet him in person? No. So how can you wish death on someone? Oh, because I don't like him. That's some weird shit. Fellas, you got to open your eyes. Their Instagram, their Twitter will tell you everything. Real talk. So when people say protect me at all costs, I'm not scared. I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but I'm not scared of no female. I'm not scared of no woman. I'm not. And I have a husband that protects me. So at the end of the day, when I'm on here telling people things, it's not because I'm not living it. I believe in God too, but I'm also human. I still cuss. I still hold people accountable. I still sin. So I'm not going to point fingers at Kevin and say, oh, well, I wouldn't do this and he shouldn't have did this. That's not me, guys. But I can say that there were a couple things he said where I was like, wow, he didn't hold back on that one. But that doesn't take away from the other messages that he said that were on point. Right? So if we're going to sit here and judge him because he grew up in a Christian household and he wasn't Christian, he was with a woman. He didn't die alone. He died with a 30, I think she was 31, Hawaiian descent. I saw a picture of her. Beautiful woman. He didn't die alone. She was actually a nurse from what they said on the reports. She knew how to do CPR. So he did not die alone. He just didn't die with no black woman. That's what they wanted to hear. And he didn't die with no man. Because that's the new narrative that these women are painting, that he died with a man. And that's not true, guys. He was in the company of a younger woman in her 30s. So let's not paint that picture that this man died all by himself with some cats, because that's not true. And that's what y'all love to do. Y'all love to lie. And let's not paint this picture that he didn't like black women or dark-skinned women, because that's a lie. He said he would choose Kelly over Beyonce. Y'all just mad because your queen wasn't picked. The woman that you praise and that you'll die over wasn't picked. I mean, honestly, I always thought Kelly was prettier. That's just a preference. She's beautiful. She has a natural glow. I'm sorry. I'm not saying Beyonce's ugly. I'm just saying I like Kelly better. That's a preference. So at the end of the day, stop painting these fake pictures and saying that Kevin was this way and that way when that's not true. Quit judging them off of one or two videos that you didn't agree with. You gotta look at the whole picture. If you're gonna sit here and judge this man, know that God is judging you too. Because ain't nobody perfect. So how can we point fingers at him when we know we sin every fucking day? You women will go out there and scam a man and then say Kevin deserved to die. Get the fuck out of here. So if a woman does this, if a woman that bashes men all day, when she dies, not one female better not get mad if the men start celebrating. Because you got women on this panel that absolutely hate black men. And they are thriving. They have millions of subscribers, right? Millions of followers. And they talk about black men every day. Abort black babies, ladies. Don't have those ugly black babies. And y'all over here like, yes, y'all love them women, right? But you saying Kevin is bad. Get the fuck out of here. I've heard women say worse. When a woman said abort black babies, why wasn't she dragged in the mud, ladies? Y'all pick and choose your battles. You like to drag people like me for holding y'all accountable, but you'll let somebody that talks bad about black men every day, you'll let them get a pass, but you got black sons. The fuck? That's what y'all doing? Hypocrites. These women are toxic, bitter, big, obese, and they're uncomfortable, and they know they are, and they have to point the finger at somebody. They won't go and tell Pookie he ain't shit, but they'll tell Kevin he ain't shit. They see Pookie every other day, right? When they need that money. They see Pookie all the time. Don't tell Pookie nothing. Won't hold Pookie accountable, but got something to say about a stranger. That says a lot about a lot of y'all women. Y'all crazy. You won't hold the baby daddy accountable, but you'll hold Kevin, and he has nothing to do with you. So I'm starting to think a lot of these women do have mental health issues. Y'all might need my help. Because, I mean, come on. You're mad at him, and he ain't even your baby daddy. But your baby daddy get a pass every day, huh? When he texts you. Let's smoke and have sex. Okay, Pookie. And now you got another bastard baby. That's okay, though. So again, y'all pick and choose your battles. And I'm a type of woman that's not going to allow you to get away with the shit anymore. That's how it goes on this podcast. Too many women out here are over here lying, and they know they are. And they've gotten away with it for years. So when someone like me or Kevin Samuels calls them out on it, now we're bullies and we're villains. No, that's not what it is. You just don't like the truth. If you don't want the truth, shut the fuck up. If you don't want to hear the truth, stop lying in these groups. Because if I see it, I'm going to call you out. And I don't care if you're a black woman. I don't give a fuck. You don't get a pass for that. If you're a black woman saying that a black man deserves to die and you go to work every day as a nurse, you are not going to have a job anymore under my watch. I'm not going to let it slide. So if you want to call me a snitch, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. If I'm saving lives at the same time, I'll take that title. But I'm tired of these women allowing other women to get away with it. And that's why a lot of you women are single. Because y'all not doing right. Y'all know your girl is fucked up. Y'all know what she's saying is wrong, but y'all won't hold her accountable because you want to be her friend. Get the fuck out of here. I'm okay with having no friends if y'all gonna be phony to me. So again, guys, like I said, it's sad that this man died, but there's gonna be a lot of backlash. You're gonna see a lot of shit online. If you see something online that is not right, send it to me. Because I'm going to filter it. I'm going to see what's real, what's not real. But when I see something that deals with healthcare and a woman saying he deserves it, I have to act on it. Are black women going to hate me for it? Absolutely. Because they think because I'm a black woman, I'm supposed to tell that black woman, you're doing a good job by saying a man deserved to die and you wished he was at your hospital. And you don't think I can find out what hospital you work at? Your big mouth. And then they get mad at me, but they're the ones that said it. How did I know she worked at a hospital? That's all I needed was that little opening. Now I'm gonna make sure you're fired. I've got many people fired that were white. So you think I'm not gonna do it for black people too? No, your ass is gone. Because if you're saying you were hoping for him to be at your hospital, what were you gonna do? Pray for him? We know what you were gonna do. Some sneaky shit. Probably take a picture of it. Knowing these women, they would have loved to take a picture of him. He can't speak now, huh, ladies? These women are vile. And they're dangerous. And like I said, guys, be aware of this. Be aware. And like I said, y'all tend to protect me. I'm trying to protect y'all because these women are dangerous. If they celebrate someone's death, ooh, imagine what they do now. And the thing is, they were all crickets when he was alive. He did a show 18 hours before he died. He did a show. And y'all didn't say half the shit you're saying today. Now y'all got so much to say. The black woman. And then you get mad and say protect black women. Ain't nobody gonna protect y'all. Not acting like you act. You can protect yourself. You big, you got it. Do it on your own. Stop asking these black men to protect you when you're over here talking about a black man deserves to die. So how the fuck is he gonna protect you? Pick one. Which one you want? Okay, so Jerry, you're definitely blocked. Talking about Trump 2024. You got some idiots on here too, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, you guys, at the end of the day, I do feel bad. I do feel bad for this man and his family, and I hope that they don't see all the bad that's out there, because there is some good out there. You just gotta look for it. And just know, guys, that if you disagree with someone that hates him, it's gonna be you're not gonna win that argument. They hate him. They hate him. Just know that if you talk to a woman that hates Kevin Samuels, I would say don't talk to her. Run fast, because you can't hate someone you don't know. That is crazy. They claim they love God and they ain't never seen him. They ain't never seen God and they love their God. Oh, I love my God. You love somebody you don't see, but you're hating on someone that you don't even know. That don't make no sense, ladies. You got to make it make sense. Hypocrites. That's what they are, you guys. They're hypocrites. And at the end of the day, if you guys want the truth, that's the truth. Go to their social media. They're going to tell you how vile they are. And just know that, guys, I don't care what color they are. If they're out here violating and talking bad about men, I'm going to do the best I can to hold them accountable. And if we had a platform where you can show names, I would be happy. But we are in a space where somebody can say something in private and I can't expose them in public, or I lose my account. I wish there was a way that I can expose people. I mean, I got reported on my last two shows, guys. I already got reported twice on my last two shows. So to those people who are asking me about the last two shows that I did, that's why they're not there. So I have to be careful. So when you guys are telling me to show names and all that, that's never going to happen. I can't do that. You guys have to understand that Facebook, they look for that. You can go online and shake your ass and show a titty, and that'll never get it reported. But the minute I tell a woman you're wrong, I get reported for hate speech. I got reported on TikTok for bad behavior. What the fuck is that about? Did you know you could be reported for bad behavior? I mean, guys, they are trying to silence some of the real people out there. But you got these hate pages and groups that are still up and thriving. Make it make sense, you guys. So yes, when you talk real and you support the real stuff, they will come after you. And it starts with your account. You got some people out here that don't even have Facebook because every time they create it, they get banned. I can't even do nothing. My text transcript got banned. Like, how? So again, guys, just know that this man he doesn't deserve the hate he's getting. And to those women who are so mad and angry at him, I would advise you to fix yourselves. If you need life coaching, I'll help you. Because if you're angry and you hate someone you don't know, that's dangerous. I just find it funny how they baby daddies they nowhere in the picture and they're not mad at their baby daddies, but they're mad at Kevin Samuels. Does that make sense? He left you with a bastard kid and you're not even mad, but you're mad at a stranger. And just like Marlon Wayne said, if you don't like him, why are you tuning in? If you don't like me, why do you follow me? If you don't like me, why do you want to be my friend on Facebook? Like, these women are weird. They hate me, but then they're add me as a friend. Get the fuck out of here. You think I'm stupid? So like I said, at the end of the day, they want me dead too. So you don't have to say protect me. I'm protected. I'm not scared of these women. These women, all they do is they're keyboard warriors. They create these fake accounts. They get in these YouTube shows and they post, and they're not going to do nothing, you guys. They're not. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a social platform where we can actually speak and be free with it, and we'll never get banned. When I find that out, that's when I'll do all this, because I would love to show you guys their names so you guys can go and do what you want to do, and it won't come back on me. But unfortunately, I can't do that right now. So just know that I got y'all back, and I'm going to keep supporting my black men because I love them. And I don't care how much they sin, because I sin too. I'm not going to judge his sin because he sins differently than me. No, we're all sinners. Ain't nobody saints up in here. You ain't no saint. You a sinner too. So we're not going to sit up here and say that this man didn't practice what he preached. He was human. He was a human being like us. And like I said, women, if you don't want to hear the truth, then stop asking for it. You can go out and get you a simp that's going to tell you you're beautiful. Sit in the car all day and say, ladies, you ain't got to change a thing. You ain't got to change a thing about your body. We love stretch marks. We love stretch marks when they run all up around your chest and your arm, lying their asses off. But then you ask yourself, well, then how come you ain't got no big woman in? Since you love big women. Y'all better stop listening to these people. Y'all ladies will listen to anything and buy books, right? But then when you hear that this man cheated on his wife, the women he cheated with are in good shape. Abs and big booties and everything. No stretch marks. But I thought he loved those stretch marks. Like I said, if you coddle these women, they'll do whatever you want them to do. But the minute you tell them lose weight, they're going to find a way to create a change.org to have you shut down. That's what these women do. That's what they do, y'all. I'm not going to do that for y'all. I will not sugarcoat nothing. Y'all over here praising all these women for doing bad. You got these predators out here every day that are women, and y'all won't hold them accountable. But if it's a man, you want them shut down. There's people that's worse than Kevin Samuels that are women. And we don't even talk about that. So maybe I should expose the woman that I've been hearing about. I actually went to her YouTube, and she absolutely hates black men. Maybe I should do a show dedicated to her, and maybe her ass will come on to the show and tell me why she hates men. Because she gets away with it. I don't see no reports from her. But she's a hateful motherfucker. She is. And she loves to talk about her white husband. And that's the kind of women you have on here. So those kind of women will get a pass. But me, I do a show on accountability and I'm blocked. I've never had a report on YouTube until my last 2 shows I did. So now, guys, it's like I have to walk on eggshells. So again, we're going to find a way where I can just be free and talk about what I want and show you guys what I want. Until then, we just got to be careful. So like I said, guys, fellas, if you want to know what I'm talking about, go on Twitter. They're telling you everything on Twitter, how they feel. And again, these are women that have black sons. What are we teaching our kids? If you don't like someone and they die, to praise it. So if you have a kid that laughs at someone that died in their class and they didn't like that person, and the teacher calls you and says, well, your son is laughing at the fact that somebody died. You taught him that. You taught him to do that. Right? So they look at what you do. And like I said, at the end of the day, you got to get that man his props for letting women know stuff that they would have never found out if they continue to live the life they were living. Sometimes you need someone to tell you to get your ass in the gym. You 2 coughs away from a heart attack. And even if he did pass from a heart attack, I'm just going to go on a limb and say he didn't seem or appear to be obese. He didn't. But you hear about these women dying on the table getting BBLs, and y'all want us to praise them? Do GoFundMe's for them? They died on the table. They should have loved the body that God gave them. Right? We're supposed to praise these IG models who are almost dying just to get a bigger butt and no waist. That's their fault. But we're still supposed to have sympathy for them, right? Like I said, you women are hypocritical. That's what it is. Y'all don't like the truth and you're hypocrites. You say I bash women, but you can't show me one post where I did that. That's the funny part, guys. You can't show me one post where I actually told a woman, you big fat bitch. That's not the way I talk. People that follow me know I don't talk like that. Now, I will say women are obese. That's the way I put it. I'm not going to say Lizzo is beautiful big. No, because I know being big like that comes with consequences. In the black community, guys, we're obese. It's true. So if Kevin's not going to tell you, I'll tell you. Got to lose weight. And like I said, you guys, at the end of the day, I just hope that you guys got something out of this podcast. Know that I'm not running scared, but I was going to take a break. But like I said, I have some investigations to do and all that stuff. But if you find anything on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook that is just vile and you think somebody should be held accountable, please send it to me. Because a lot of these women are also creating fake pages just to post something vile and then they deactivate the page. That's what they're doing because they know they can be found. This space is not hard. And then when you find out that this is a woman that works at, Chipotle part-time, barely has a job, has 3 kids, and living off the government, you're like, wow. And you had this much to say about him? Now I know why you're mad. So I mean, guys, at the end of the day, we just gotta do better. So DJ, I'll let you get some final words, and we'll go round robin, and then I'm gonna wrap up. And like I said, guys, I do want to do more shows. I just have to be careful, and I shouldn't get reported on this one. But yeah, DJ, go ahead. You can get your final thoughts in. DJ, can you hear me? Can you hear me, DJ? Okay, so DJ's not there. Jameson, go ahead and get your last words in, sir.
Just saying, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Thanks, Celebrity, for having us on. Thanks for doing what you do. Love your channel. I also would like to say that I found your channel through a guy named Arctic. So I don't know if that means anything, but he's putting you out there. And yeah, a part of me wants to think like nobody really touched on this. Maybe it's too soon to say, but like he was pretty mainstream, right? And like you said, well, he was on his dating mainstream, right? And like that, a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, were paying their respects and all that. And I was wondering if you heard anything about foul play, perhaps from higher up.
Yeah, what I do is I wait for the facts. I wait for the facts to come out in that way, because I heard people saying that maybe she killed him. I don't want to assume nothing until I get the facts. They are going to do the autopsy, that's standard, and then we'll know what really happened. If she did do it, then we'll have that. But I don't want to follow this train of, because they're also saying Red Bull and Viagra too. I've heard 15 different ways of why he died, and I don't want to stoke that fire until we know the facts.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I'm gonna head off, but thank you again, and peace and balance to everybody else.
Okay, peace. Have a good day.
Bye.
Okay, DJ, you're on, sir.
Oh yeah, thank you. I just want to say that this program has really kind of motivated me in a lot of ways, because like for the past year when COVID hit, I went ahead and I got terminated. I went ahead and started an internet radio station that I ran for about a year and a half. Wasn't able to get the support that I needed, to keep it going. So I went ahead and unplugged it, but I've learned a lot of things. And one of the things I'd been sitting on the fence on was to whether or not I was going to have a talk show, and whether I was going to go ahead and go the podcast route. But with the situation going on in terms of the passing of Kevin Samuels, and along with hearing your narrative and your position in regards to how you do your show, there needs to be more people out here to go ahead and call people out on their crap, And as a result, I hope that within about 2 weeks or so, I'll be able to go ahead and put up a podcast as well. As far, I also saw that your the company that you went through, and so I said, yeah, okay, I can go ahead and work with this. And so I'm looking at 2 weeks from now, going ahead and premiering my own podcast, putting out my point of view, and calling people on it, and just being true to myself. So I want to thank you for providing in part that motivation. Also, thank you for indirectly, showing me a way as to how I could go ahead and get that done. But in the meantime, please keep doing what you're doing. Let the haters hate, because all that does is build up your numbers. And if anything, Kevin Samuels proved that. So best of luck to you. And I'll be chatting with you soon, or I definitely will be listening. Are you
Cool.
on every week, or
Yeah.
Monday through
Well,
Friday?
no, you know
or-
what? I might do a show tomorrow. If you follow me and hit the notification bell, you'll be in tune of when I'm gonna do a show. Thinking about doing one tomorrow, but I have to do some investigation work tonight on that woman with her job. So I'm gonna be getting somebody fired. So this is serious here. But yeah,
Okay.
if you follow me and you hit the notification bell, you'll know when I'm doing the show. And congratulations on you starting one. When you get it started, I would love to be a part of it. Okay.
Thank you very much. Just you mean just follow the subscribe, right? I'll get
Yep.
notifications
When
just
you
by
hit the
subscribing.
bell, if you go to all notifications, and you'll be notified.
All right, excellent. All right, then.
Okay.
Well, once again, thanks again for what it is that you did. That your name is Celebrity.
Yep.
And
Celebrity.
I will get it right and keep it right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I don't
I
want the
appreciate
smoke
you.
or the heat.
No, but see, the smoke came because they were playing games with my name. They know what it is, and they were playing. So we're
Yeah,
adults here. We don't do that. I don't let little kids into my space. So we need to be adults, you know. So you're good. You're good on my end. Okay.
I hear that. Have a great night.
Okay. You too. Bye. Okay. Let's see. Um, Faiz, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say one thing real quick. I don't know if you're open to this, right? Like, just in case if your channel gets targeted or something because the smokes is happening. I don't know. Would he be open to open like private Discord server? Many of the content creators that's on YouTube made it for their community based, right? I don't know if you're open to that, but like, I, I, if you want, I can help you create it. I don't know. There's many people
Okay.
in your.
DM me. You could have DM me that. Reach out to me on Instagram, and we'll talk more about that. Okay.
I'm if you're open to it, like.
Yeah, I'm open to it. If it's gonna allow me to speak, my mind without being reported, then I'll be able to show everybody's name, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
everybody can do what they want. Yeah, sure.
you can
Yeah.
continue whatever you're doing, but like it'll be private, or any.
Okay, cool. Just reach out to me on Instagram, and we'll talk more about that. Okay.
All right, all right.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Azure, go ahead.
Why I knew he's gonna. I thought he was gonna say me best for last.
No, protect your seed is last. Go ahead.
No.
I gotta give it to protect your seed. That's someone I don't think he's ever been on my podcast before, so I want him to go last. But go ahead. It don't matter who go. You there?
I'm just sorry about that. I mute my mic
But
by
say you
accident.
mad? You mad still? I'm like, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. I was letting you know I was just joking. I was having fun with you. I was just having fun with you.
Okay.
But my final thoughts on this whole entire situation. I'm gonna say this. Hopefully we get the autopsy. Hopefully we get the truth out. Hopefully what happens, the news will talk about it and we'll learn about it. And all I can say is this. Like I said it before, all these people that I subscribe to has a positive message. And that positive message that I'm gonna tell you like this. Even though you can disagree with him, but I'm gonna tell you this. Arctic, Miracle Couture's reviews, You Celebrity, and several other YouTubers that I've personally subscribed to, y'all have one thing in common. And that's for y'all to message to be heard, to be felt. Oops, I guess he left. I guess I'm the last one. But it's to be felt, to be heard. You want the truth to be out there by exposing not just women, it just human beings in general who do wrong. Period. That's what it all comes down to. Exposing people who do wrong, picket, or who get their hand caught in the cookie jar or something like that, whatever. Like how you hold the woman accountable about the situation, about the young man situation. And like I said, imagine that was flipped. They'll be telling him he go to jail, he's a creep and stuff like that, whatever. This is why I love about your channel, and this is why I have highly respect for you, and I will always hold you in high regard, especially as a black woman who is holding people accountable. And that's the same thing that Kevin Samuels done. That's the same thing that Artic's done, and that's the same thing that Miracle Couture's Reviews done. Y'all holding people accountable and call them out for their bullshit by the end of the day. And like I said, you're not just exposing women, you're just exposing human beings in general that do wrong. And that's basically what Kevin Samuels was doing. Exposing ladies who was doing wrong, be it via relationship, marriage, or anything in the sun, or their choices in life. So that's why I take from this message by the end of the day. Y'all exposing people that are not of us or do not see us in a best light themselves or don't even want to us succeed because they want to be roadblocks. Kevin Samuels done it. The man reached over 1.3 million followers on YouTube through hard work and dedication. And this is why I told you, don't let them win. Don't stop. Continue what you're doing. Remember what I told you. If you quit or exit, they win. I told you that, I think a few podcasts ago. I told you that. Highest in the sky, you're the queen of the sky. And like I said, one of these days, you'll be the queen of the sky. You'll be looking down on those who have robbed you, those who disrespect you, those who call you names under the sun. By the end of the day, we have the love and support, and we're going to continue supporting you who think it then. That's how this community should work. Holding people accountable.
I will continue to do that. There's gonna be a lot of women held accountable coming up soon. So yeah, maybe I could do an accountability episode. But yeah, I got you. I got you, and I appreciate everything you said. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good one.
You too. Now I'll see you on the next show. You know I will.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Protect your seed. You are last, and I see you rocking the mental health shirt. It looks good.
Well, you know I gotta get you. You know I gotta do it. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just gotta rep your brand. We be talking on Instagram every now and again, so just wanted to make sure I come in and support. Um, with this, I put a post up today on Instagram, and I do words of the day every day. And my word of the day was enemies and exposure. And I said, your enemies, when you're in when it's good times, they hate. When it's bad times, they rejoice. Either way, they expose themselves. And with him dying, we see people rejoicing and we know who our enemies are. And so I'm actually glad that they are rejoicing in this man's death because they're exposing themselves. And so what's happening right now is they think that the movement is going to stop, but the momentum is just it's too much. The momentum is not going to stop, right? And so I really appreciate the fact that you are really out here exposing these clowns, exposing these men and women. Um, Unfortunately, it's the women don't want to hear it, but that's okay. Those are the women that we don't want to talk to anyway, right? And so what I want to tell you is you keep doing what you do. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And those that understand what's happening right now in the Black community, if we really have a deep understanding about what Kevin Samuels was trying to do, if we really have a deep understanding of what you're trying to do, what Mediocre Tutorials trying to do, Poor Man Podcast, the Peep Network, we're trying to get the best out of our people and make our people accountable for their actions, men and women. And for 40, 50 years, they've been shitting on Black men. They've just been shitting on us, shitting on us, and shitting on us. And now that the tables are turned, and we like, you know what, you need to look in the mirror too, right? You gotta look in the mirror. They don't want to do that. So we got a lot of enemies out here, but we know that you're on our side. You're on our team. We're gonna rock with you. We got your back. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. Protect your seed. You have always been a big supporter, and I'm gonna have to send you a couple more shirts, man. That one
Man,
fits real good. It's
I've
good
been
to
in
see
the gym
people rocking
working
the
out,
shirt.
so it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. But
I heard that.
but I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I'm gonna send you some shirts too, so you can rock some of mine. And but look, just keep what you're doing, man. And what I want you to do is, because we're gonna keep that same. You understand? We're gonna keep that same energy, but we're gonna stand on what we speak on. Stand on it.
That's
And
facts.
we gonna stand on it. Sometimes you might have to slap somebody with words and facts. If we gotta do that, we gotta do that. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, I heard that. Well, I know I'll see you on IG. Stay tuned. I'll be posting a lot on there. And again, I appreciate you being on the show today. Thank you.
No problem, anytime.
Have a good day. Okay.
You too.
Okay. So you guys, again, I hope that a lot of you guys learned a lot from this podcast, and I'm sorry for it going left like it did. when a certain person came onto the panel. This is not no religious podcast and you have to be Christian and all that. That's not what this is. It did go left, and I will do better with making sure people know the topic at hand and staying on topic. And again, guys, at the end of the day, until we get the official ruling of how he died, I know they're saying cardiac arrest, but there's a reason why that happened. Once we get the facts and everything, then we'll be able to speak further on, what really happened. I don't want to speculate or assume like everybody else is doing, because we really don't know. What we do know is that he left a lot behind, and there's a lot of people that he did touch in many ways, where he helped their relationships and he helped them get in the gym. You wouldn't believe some of the posts I've seen of women saying, I lost 30 pounds because of his honesty. It's no different than Judge Joe Brown calling people, or no, I'm sorry, Judge Mathis calling people crackheads. He'll call you a crackhead in a hot second, right? You go on the show, if you talk on the side of your mouth, if you got spit coming off the side, he gonna call you a crackhead. And there were some real crackheads on the show that they didn't want to acknowledge that they were crackheads. But what ended up happening? There's been people that said he changed my life. When he called me a crackhead, I finally acknowledged that I am a crackhead, and I went and got help. So sometimes when you tell someone the truth, it might hurt at first, but then you got to start acknowledging, like, you know what? I've heard that before. Somebody else told me I was fat. Somebody else told me that I'm huffing and puffing all the time, or I snore when I sleep, or I have sleep apnea. Those are things that happen when you're bigger. So if you want someone to lie to you until you have a heart attack or till you drop dead, then keep hanging around those liars. But if you want someone to tell you that you need to lose weight or you'll die, I mean, they're gonna tell you that. It's the blunt truth, but it might not be pretty. And women, I think a lot of women, they don't want to acknowledge that. Me being a woman, that's one thing that women don't want to acknowledge is the truth. They don't want to be told that they are evil, that they're toxic. These women are so angry at their baby daddies and that people in their life that's hurt them, that they're taking it out on Kevin Samuels. So this hate you see online, it's because they're hurting inside. They're going through a trauma. And instead of them acknowledging it like real women do, they would rather point the finger. You know how women do. They like to point fingers. He did it. It's his fault. It's his fault I have 3 kids. Oh, it's his fault. So he carried the kids. Got it. No. When you open your legs and you're doing it unprotected, you're going to have a kid. You can't blame the man. You hold the cards. That's the baby that you got to carry, right? So again, we don't want to hear the truth because it's ugly. These women need to stop lying to themselves and stop hanging around with people that tell you that you look good. There's going to be some hard shoes to fill, but there is going to be another person that's just like Kevin Samuels. He's either going to be worse or he might be a little bit more sharpened. We don't know. But a lot of people followed what he did, and it's not going to go away. There's going to be somebody else that takes his spot that's going to keep the legacy going, whether you like it or not. So at the end of the day, if you tuned in or you didn't tune in, he left a lot behind. And to his mother and his sister, if they so happen to hear the show, you're definitely in my prayers, because I mean, losing someone, his mom is gonna have to go through Sunday preparing to bury her son. I mean, I just couldn't imagine that. I couldn't. So if you guys still have your family, your moms, your dads, and your sisters, if they're still around, give them a hug and tell them you love them. And all I can say, guys, is that there's a lot of women out there that don't like accountability and they run from it. Well, I'm gonna find it. If I'm tagged in it, if you're saying it, I'm going to use it. If you don't want me to hit you with the I figured you'll say that, stay out of these groups. Stop making things public online. Because women only make the shit public because they want someone to see it. Then when you hold them accountable, they try to flip the script. Mind your business. I mean, like dummy, you put the business out there. That's another thing. If you're posting publicly, don't get mad when you get exposed. You posted it. I didn't just go to your page and hack into your account and take it. You posted it. So to all those women out there that are talking bad about Kevin Samuels, just know that I've been getting inboxes and I'm going through each and every one of them. I have the time. Today's Friday. I have the time. And if I got to do some saving, I will. Some of y'all don't deserve your kids right now. You're so busy wishing death on somebody, you don't even know what's going on at home. Ain't that crazy? A lot of you women need to stop that shit, for real. And I'm not going to stop talking about it. You can report me all you want to. I'll start doing phone calls and have people call in to my number. I don't care. I'm gonna figure out a way. But you're not gonna get away with the shit. You're not, and you're not gonna silence me either. And to those people that want me dead, you didn't have enough balls to come onto the show, so then I know what I'm dealing with. A coward. That's what I'm dealing with. A lot of people have so much to say behind the screen, y'all. But when they log out, their life it ain't shit. They ain't got nothing going for them. No job, living off the government, buying nickel bags of weed to smoke. You're losers. That's what you are. You're losers. So instead, you'd rather create 20 different pages to go online to talk shit, to trolling. Some of y'all are too damn old to be trolling, going into comments and saying dumb shit. You're too old for that. Grow the fuck up. At what point do you grow up? And it's sad when it's a doing the trolling. Like, come on. Come on. You're supposed to be the alpha male, right? Over here acting like a bitch. Y'all got to do better too. You got to do better. You're no better than these women. And like I said, to the women out there that think that it's funny to laugh at death, it's gonna be real funny when you get a call on Monday saying don't come into work permanently because your ass ain't gonna have a job to go to. That's what your ass get. So fellas, just know that those women that are toxic and that are wishing death on people, they'll be held accountable. And if it ain't by me, it'll be by God. At the end of the day, they're not gonna get away with it. So at the end of the day, if you want to start deleting comments, I got about 100 pictures in my phone. You know, I hold on to shit. That's what I do. I got over 100 pictures myself. And I haven't even checked my inboxes, but I know that they're flooded. I got over 100 message requests on Facebook alone. So just know, guys, that I am going through it and I'm going to deal with it. I have the time. I'm not going to let these women get away with this shit. And there are some men doing it too. But I've seen the worst from women. God gave his mother a gift by silencing her son for good. Like, what? So, guys, just know that I'm going to keep supporting. If anybody wants to buy a shirt, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to help you with that. But like I said, guys, I mean, we have to do better. And black women, we have to protect our black men. We cannot judge our black men because y'all are not no damn saints yourself. Y'all the biggest sinners out here. Y'all get away with murder. These women get away with murder out here. No accountability at all. In the courts, nowhere. So don't get mad that I'm doing it because no one else is going to do it. These women go free. No one ever tells them to shut the fuck up. Well, I will say it. I will say it. Y'all over here losing money because of your big mouths. Your masculine energy, acting like a nigga when you know you a woman. You soft as Sherman. Stop acting like you tough behind this keyboard because you're not. You're not tough. So to wish death on somebody, you wouldn't like it if they wished it on your son, though, right? So at the end of the day, the energy that you're putting out is going to come back tenfold. So if you're negative, good luck. Good luck. And all I can say to these women is that if you want me dead, do it yourself. If you're so tough, try it. Try it. I'm not scared. Try it. If y'all that mad where you want to take someone's life, come do it. Because I'm not running. Y'all think y'all know so much. These women are not going to do shit. They're not, y'all. At the end of the day, they say things after you die because they were scared to say it when you were alive. Just look at how many women are doing it now. So again, guys, we're going to call these women out. I'm going to make sure these women are held accountable and just know that I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I might do a show tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if I do. I was going to do one on women who want, you know, a Russell Wilson when we know that ain't true. They want the money he has. They don't want the looks. They don't want what because y'all know if Russell didn't have no money, these women would be like, ugh, let's just keep it 100. So that might be what I do tomorrow, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, to everybody who attended today, I want to say thank you for being on the panel and thank you for being in the comments. Like I said, guys, I just want people to do better. As black people, I don't like being laughed at by white people. I don't like that at all. We're just giving them so much ammunition, guys. They they just like these wild animals don't know how to, like, that's how they talk about us. So like I said, guys, we definitely are. I might do a show tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. If you're following me, make sure you're subscribed to me. Hit that bell, and I'll let you guys know. But again, thank you guys for attending. I'm sorry this show went long. It was supposed to be like an hour, but you know how I am. I go past the time. But we might do a show tomorrow on women who want Sierra's prayer. That's what it's called. I might change it and do it tomorrow. I'll take a poll and see what you guys are feeling like because I might or I might not. But again, we'll just listen for the details because you know they do these autopsies on on people that are out there. They do them pretty quick. So we'll find out how he went, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But at the end of the day, somebody died, and we have to, at least have some type of heart. Give that man, a little bit of respect, especially his family. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Thank you again for giving me some of your time. I apologize for the audio issues at first as well, and I apologize for allowing people to talk and get off topic. But I like to be natural and raw. I don't like to silence anybody. I want people to speak their mind, and sometimes that might take a little bit longer. So, guys, again, I love you guys all. Thank you for supporting me, and stay tuned. I got more to come.